This is Dan and Lexi from Dan Schultz Outdoors, reminding you, keep the adventures alive.
Hey y'all, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Colleen. And we're the Keel Quest. And we want you to keep the adventures alive. Cheers!
Hey, this is Darren from Ride Paddle Repeat, encouraging you to keep the adventures alive.
This is David from Beachley Ironworks saying keep the adventures alive.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cowan, the Happy Camper. Remember, keep the adventures alive. Awesome!
Hi, I'm Dan Mayotte. Keep the adventures alive.
Ethan here, the Avid Outdoorsy Guy, reminding you to keep the adventures alive.
We're John and Aaron.
Keep the adventures alive.
Hey everyone, it's Kylan from Lure of the North, and I encourage you to keep the adventures alive.
This is Sky North telling you, keep the adventures alive. And now on with the show.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening. Let's spread a little bit of sunshine and cheer tonight. Hopefully everybody's had a great week. Yeah, man, going to be a fun night tonight. Tonight we don't have a formal show with any particular guest lined up. We have a whole mishmash of past, present, and future guests that'll be on the show. A bunch of supporters will be on here spreading some Christmas cheer. Just going to be a great night for everybody to kind of network and have a good time. And yeah, let's forget about all this stuff that's been going on in the world out there. And for the next 2 hours, we'll take our minds off of it all because this is a COVID-free zone. So that's the first and last time that it's going to be mentioned during this show. Anyways, welcome to CANOEHOUND'S Outdoor Adventure Show, a show that brings you a lot closer to the great outdoors. We bring you all kinds of great YouTube celebrities and outdoor topics, things that you enjoy and watch. And we're live here every Tuesday evening. Of course, those of you that are here often, you know, my name is Dennis, also known as CANOEHOUND. For those of you that might be new to the live stream tonight, thank you very much for tuning in and joining us. Like I say, we have a lot going on. It's a weekly show that we just have a good time. We bring this whole outdoor community together. And we cover all kinds of things, everything from canoeing, backpacking, hiking, whatever. If it's an outdoor activity, we're going to try and cover it on this show. Not this particular show, but an episode of it. Let's see here. Yes, we are live every Tuesday evening, just like this at 7:30 or 7 p.m. Sorry. Did you guys see that intro that just played? For those of you that got here a little early, I just want to say thank you to everybody who sent in their snippets. Most are channel members. As one of the perks there, I wanted to give them a spot on the intro there, and I had many of you submit your queries in there, and it's so far, and it's getting better and better, that intro. So even with the Christmas music piped in. So thanks very much. We've had a few past guests send theirs in as well, and just making it that much more fun. So tonight is really a special night, actually, for 3 different reasons. I'm going to get through 2 of them. The third one might have to wait for just a bit because it's a bit of a surprise, and I got to make sure it's all ready for you. But tonight is our 50th episode. This is our 50th episode of CANOEHOUND'S Outdoor Adventure Show. This is the 12th episode of this season. Last season we had 38. So do the math. There's 50 episodes. And you know what? It's been fun, and time is flying by. I can't believe it's already 50 episodes. We've had some fantastic guests on the show, some fantastic regulars, the input that we get from all of you over there in that live stream or in the live chat, and with all your suggestions for guests and stuff like that. You truly do make my job a lot easier as a one-man show here, trying to man everything, interviews and, watching the chat and getting things all set up for the show and everything. You guys really make it worthwhile. And that's why tonight we are just going to celebrate the show. Secondly, let's see here. Oh, I just, based on that, on the 50th episode there, I just wanted to thank everyone, like I say, our guests, viewers, subscribers, channel members, my live stream moderators, anybody that you see that their name is blue in the chat, that's one of our channel moderators. They've done a great job, and I mean a really great job over the 50 shows, keeping the riffraff out and keeping things clean and fun in the chat. So to all of my moderators out there, thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. Many of you I have met, many of you I have not, but I hope to in the near future. Second thing that makes tonight a special show is this right here. We're all together. We're going to be celebrating a Christmas episode here, something that's, no matter what you celebrate around this time of year, we hope you've stopped in and you're going to enjoy some fellowship. You're going to get to, like I say, see some faces from the past episodes and a bunch of the regulars. And we're just going to have a good old time. So if you do have any cocktails, whether they're hot, cold, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, feel free to grab yourself something, sit back, chill, relax, and enjoy what we're bringing to you tonight. Also, you're going to have, and everybody in the chat is going to have opportunity tonight. If you want to come up here and join panel, I will get the link in there. And like I say, this isn't an interview show. We're just going to have some chit chat and banter. Come and go as you please. But if anybody out there wants to join the live stream, come up here and wish everybody a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holidays. I will get that link in there. Some of you I've already sent the link to, the regulars and past show guests and stuff like that. Sorry if I missed anybody, but if you do have the link and you want to pop up, excuse me, you can do that at any time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle people in throughout the show. Some people will want to leave and stick around. I'm going to have pretty much a co-host here with me for the most part of the night. Many of you know who he is because I call him my Ed McMahon of CANOEHOUND'S Outdoor Adventure here on screen here very shortly. And yeah, let's see here. Tonight, let's see. I just want to see if my special, my third special thing is ready. I just had somebody come here and give me one of these, and that means wait a sec. But we'll give that a minute. Tonight on the show, we're actually going to be, before we get anybody up on screen, is we're going to have, we're going to be doing the Instagram drop. For those of you that are aware, me and 6 other great companies have put together a fantastic Instagram giveaway, and we're going to be drawing that tonight live here. And there, you also had the opportunity to get in on a YouTube if you followed through our video on that Instagram giveaway. And basically, we are going to have a secondary prize for those of you that did what you had to do on the YouTube. We'll get to that in 1 second. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're just about, we're just waiting.
Santa's little helper. Okay. So the other thing to me that makes this show special is because, let's see here. I had to write this down because I always get choked up when this happens. I'm going to introduce to you a very special guest. This is going to be the person's first time on this show. And it's also going to be not the first, or not the last. There's going to be many, many times. You guys have heard me talk about this in the past. And can I have I had to introduce to everybody Oliver. This is my grandson, Oliver Jameson. He is right here. Look, he's got his own Canoe Hound Adventures shirt. And the wife and the son-in-law and the daughter are taking pictures over here. That's all fun. Say hi, everybody, Oliver. Yeah, so this is my future canoe paddling partner. And I had to get him on because it's a very Merry Christmas. And I'll tell you, this is probably the best Christmas gift that Canoe Hound could have ever received, short of having my own 2 daughters. So that's awesome. So Oliver, this is everybody. They're on the other side. You can't see them. But he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
You guys want to go? No, come on, say hi.
Yeah, come on and say hi. I want to introduce you to my family too, or most of my family. This is my wife, Cheryl. This is Mrs. Canoe Hound. Everybody's or may have seen her before. This is my youngest daughter, Victoria. This is Oliver Jameson's mother. And this is my son-in-law, Maxwell. So everybody, from our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. You'll see them towards the end of the night again too, unless they got to feed this guy.
Shot, Sty. If you're watching, that was group shot. Our Christmas group shot. Hi, Merry Christmas.
There we go. So Oliver, you can go to Mama.
He's so cute.
Thank you.
Oh, this guy keeps talking.
That warms my heart, and that's what this holiday season is all about. And I know with the things going on out there that it's going to be difficult to connect with family members, but I know don't tell anybody that we haven't really broken the rules because they're in our bubble. But yeah, this is all good times. So Oliver Jameson, remember that name. Got that, people? Hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oliver Jameson. Anyways, okay, so. Before we get on to our guests here, I just want to take care of this Instagram giveaway so that we can get that done and out of the way, and we can get our winner selected. So basically what you had to do, anybody that partook in this, you had to go to Instagram to CanoeHound_adventures. We had a giveaway that consisted of a bunch of companies that are kind of like not sponsors, but affiliates of the channel. And I'm just going to name them off really quick. We got Kid Products, makers of the Kid Twig Stove, the Backcountry Coffee Company. You see me drinking their coffee all the time. Yes, this is their coffee, but I have a little bit of Irish cream in there for tonight. So, yeah, got to add that flavor. I'm sure I'm not the only one drinking Irish cream tonight. We also got Short Hills Beard Company. They're the ones that are keeping this beard kind of in line here. After I had it trimmed, now I got some beard oils for that. What do we got here? We got Great Signs and Graphics. We also have Voyager Tripper and the original Billy Bello. And so this whole prize package is probably worth about $350, and that's going to one lucky winner. So without further ado, I'm just going to pull up my screen here, add to the stream. So as you can see, and I'm going to put this full screen. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. There we go. So over here, this is the giveaway page. This was from the Instagram post. And in order to qualify for the prize, you had to tag 2 friends. So basically, that's what this number 2 indicates is how many tags there were in your comment. And I'm going to get comments, and now it's pulling up all those comments. So we had 231 official entries, which are shown right here. And now all I need to do is I need to go down here and hit start. So when I hit start, there's going to be a name that's going to be randomly chosen, and that is going to be the winner of our swag giveaway. I want to have a pen ready so I can take down that name. And here we go. Drum roll, please. Mike Purse. Mike.Purse. Congratulations, Mike. If you happen to be on the live stream tonight, make yourself known over there in the chat. That would be awesome to see you on, and we can maybe even get you up on screen here. So congratulations to Mike Purse. Given that he is from either Canada or the United States, and he has followed all of the companies that were involved, we will double check that, and hopefully he has, so we don't have to redraw this at some time. But congratulations to Mike Purse. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, so now I also said that we were going to have a secondary prize, and that was for anybody who did what they had to do on YouTube by coming on, leaving a comment, and then basically subscribing to Canoe Hound Adventures. Now I have no way of knowing whether you actually did subscribe or not, but we are still going to draw a winner for the YouTube. And we're going to be using the same program. And let's see here. Just bear with me for a moment, y'all. That's up on screen. There we go. So this is the YouTube version of it. And as you can see here, this is the link to the video that you actually had to enter by. I am filtering duplicates so that the same person can't enter multiple times because it's one entry per person. And now I'm going to get the YouTube comments. And there were 35 eligible, as you can see right here. And over here, I'm going to hit start. And let's see who our lucky winner is here. Retired Outside. Hey, how you doing? Good friend here. Somebody that's been a long time supporter of the channel. Retired Outside. So I will notify these people, let them know that they've won some prizes here from Canoe Hound Adventures. And yeah, we're going to now move on with the show. Hopefully we haven't lost anybody. And once again, congratulations. So I'm going to introduce, oh, wait. Before I do, I know this is going on for a long time, and I apologize. As usual, if you have any hot topics that you'd like to see or any guests that you'd like to see on the show in 2021, drop me a line at canoehound@gmail.com. Okay, that way there I can see and if I can make things happen. Also, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to invite a bunch of people up on the panel here, and a lot of people out there have already got invitations for this. If I miss somebody, I apologize. I was kind of doing that in a frenzy between yesterday and today, and that all happened. But if you have any questions for anybody on panel, or feel free to converse over here. Have a good time. Make it like a party atmosphere. I want to see some champagne glasses and some thumbs up in there and all those cool things. So let's have fun with that. And just really quick to let you know, I do have our first show for 2020 all booked up. And that would be, I believe it's January 4th. We're going to have Hap Wilson. So for anybody that knows Hap Wilson and his significance to the paddling community, you're going to want to tune in for that show because Hap is a very interesting fellow and he's got some interesting stories to show. So without further ado, paper's going to the side for now. And we're going to start with my regular on the show, my Ed McMahon, and my sidekick, Christmas elf, or maybe it's the other way around, Mr. Kevin Callan. How you doing, Kevin?
Sorry, but I'm feeling a little horny tonight.
Christine's in there. She's got a wine glass up for that one. She likes that comment.
Is she really?
Yeah. We should really get Christine up here tonight. I think.
I asked her, and she said, "No, I'm not doing that. That's your thing, Kevin. Go to hell." Yeah.
Please, Christine, will you do it for me?
Oh. Oh my Lord.
Somebody else we have down here in the basement too, and somebody who's been on the show for the last 2 weeks because of a couple different things. But we have John Riffraff, Van Berenger.
Hey there.
Hey Riffraff, how you doing?
I'm okay. How you doing?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great. Looks like you guys are already wearing your regular hats.
Yes.
I didn't know that. That company that makes your Stormy Chromer, I didn't know they make elf hats too. Or
they don't, sadly, but I should put one of their logos on here, right?
Yeah. That's not hard to do. Not hard to do.
I see that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, what are we all partaking in tonight?
A little bit of whiskey.
That's okay. That's allowed.
I'm still going on this. Like,
is that a Scotch?
No, it's bourbon, but it's really good.
You think I would know that, eh? Me being a bourbon guy.
Well, yeah, and I just got it at some random liquor store, and I thought, cool, Old Forester, because I used to work in forestry, so I got that, and I brought it with Nate and I when we did our whiskey chat. Like well over a month ago. So I'm doing good.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's okay. Actually, after I'm done my backcountry coffee here with Bailey's in it, I'm going to be partaking in a new bottle of bourbon that I got for a Christmas gift here from a good friend of mine.
Oh, that's good. That's good Scotch.
Yeah, I've never tried this one. It's still got the plastic wrap on it. I just got it a couple days ago, so I will be looking into that in a little bit.
Show us your scar.
Huh?
Show us your scar. Come on.
Oh, there's no scar, man.
I've been waiting days for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that You know what? I watched that scene on that video. I've watched it like 10 times, and every time I watch it, I still get the shivers.
I passed out 3 times. No, show it. Come on. Get in that in camera.
There's no scar, man. It's just it's all healed up.
Really?
I'm like one of them lizards. I just heal up like that. I grew my tail back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I show you my appendix scar? I can just stand up and
whatever makes your boat float.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So if nobody's heard the story or saw the video, first of all, watch the video. Dennis's last video is friggin' amazing. Tell us the story.
Well, we're to the people that are in the live chat tonight, Dan Mailot, who's one of my moderators, and then Ingo from Kid Products, Ingo Hetzer. We were on a trip there. We went up to Naganash Provincial Park, and beautiful. Our first day was like simply like probably one of the best paddle days I've ever had. The weather was pristine. The temperatures were perfect. Hardly a cloud in the sky, and no winds or nothing like that. It was the perfect paddle day. And it allowed us to get all the way into our initial campsite that we wanted to camp at. And from there, it all went downhill. We had planned to paddle in and camp at one campsite and then do some exploration around the lake, around Naganash Lake Provincial Park. And there was one portage that goes down to the Magnetawan River that we wanted to go and hike because it's like 2.5 kilometers type of thing. So that would be like a 5-kilometer hike. Nice little day thing, you know, dog could run crazy or whatever. And the first day we tried, we started paddling, and it was like really cloud covered and crappy weather. And I thought I would do a little fishing, try and catch the boys some dinner because I hear there's really good bass fishing in there, right, Kevin?
There is, and you did catch good bass.
I caught a lunker, and then the lunker caught me. The craziest thing about that though is, just before I got hooked, you could see me reach over to my left-hand side because I had my net tucked down there. And I was reaching, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, got to get the shot here on camera. I got to lip the fish. So I reached over, and the fish it was a nice big bass, and he was a little too feisty, and he thrashed, and the hook dug right in deep. Like right to the curve of the hook, right? And it's like, oh, what do I do now? So good thing Ingo and Dan were there because they tried to help. And I must admit, I was probably a bit of a baby during that whole experience because I was like, you know, I've never been hooked like that before.
Oh man! And then you made comment about backcountry angling, showing you like this is why you put your barbs down, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
See, look at this. He's actually here. He's cringing so hard. Good job not fainting, right? Because
oh man,
he had an experience, I guess, where he embedded a hook in his leg, and so like that there, yeah. And I should have heeded his advice there of going barbless at that time, and but I didn't, and now I have. So I've actually crimped, and at least for my my backcountry tackle box. So. That's all cool. And speaking of the trip, here's one of the fellows that was on the adventure right here, Daniel. How you doing, Dan? Oh, sorry, it's Santa Claus. Dan, have you met everybody? We got Kevin Callan. You know him? You ever met her?
Yeah,
Ish. And then John. Everybody knows John.
What is that? What was that? Like a brief moment during prison sentence or what? Like what?
Yeah, something like that. I think we passed each other once or twice during some of those outdoor shows, but
oh yeah.
We need to get the camp together someday.
Well, you know, at least we can say to Pine Martin out there that actually Dennis at least caught a bass.
Did you see during that scene though? You could actually see the bass swim away. I'm holding it by the hook, and Dan and Ingo come to the rescue, and I'm holding the fish like I'm holding the lure and like sort of like this, right? Well, wait a sec, I can actually show you. I'm holding it like this, right? And it thrashed one time, and you can see it if you watch the scene really carefully. You could see it skimming across the top of the water, swimming away. So, but. You know, Daniel and Ingo had a good last. had a good laugh probably at my expense, and that's okay. We had a good time. And Ingo says I almost fainted in the canoe. I did feel a little lightheaded. I will admit that.
Yeah, there was some footage that was not in the video.
Daniel, tell us what happened when you got to camp, because you actually went to camp with the whole thing still embedded. So what happened? Did you hold him down? Did you actually put wood in his teeth so he could?
I think we went right for the whiskey first.
Yeah,
and then things got better from there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's funny. In the video I put in there attempt 1, attempt 7, attempt 64. There wasn't 64 attempts. There's more like 78 or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
No, but you know what? The funny part is, Daniel, either you or Ingo had sent me a clip of when we finally pulled that thing out. And Ingo did one of these and he hit it behind his back, right? I couldn't find that anywhere to insert it into the video. I thought that would have been pretty hilarious.
Well, Pine Martin just sent us a note. Yeah, Pine Martin, I might be getting coal from Santa this year, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Because if I got all the coal from all the bass you've caught in your life, I wouldn't have any coal.
All the coal. You can heat your house with that, right?
I could. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You still have a coal furnace in your basement, Kevin?
No, my old place I did. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just before we go any further, to let people know in the chat, I know I sent the link out to many of you. If you want to join in, feel free to pop in. I want to try and get about 6 people on at a time. And if we get more people in the chat below, then I'll just ask, does anybody want to duck out for a bit so we can bring new people in? That way everybody's going to get a chance to come up and, spread some cheer and maybe tell a story but no,
we got Daniel with us. Daniel, tell us some stories that really the true Dennis on a trip. Come on.
Well, I'd like to hear this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm under NDA for this.
Nothing to hide.
Yeah, no. No, it was actually the first trip I did with Dennis. It was an awesome trip. Ingo as well. We laughed. We talked so much. It's hard to, when you're videoing stuff, you're trying to kind of structure stuff a little bit. But when the camera's off, we had a great time. We talked about some funny stuff. We talked about some serious stuff, and it was a great trip. I really enjoyed that trip.
So when Dennis is on the trip and he's filming all the time, do you get to a certain point where you just want to slap him silly, or?
No, just the funniest part really was the camera he's using as voice commands. So
I know, right?
He kept GoPro start, come on, damn it, GoPro start.
Anybody else out there had like the GoPro has that voice command? It's like GoPro start recording, and it doesn't do nothing. It's like GoPro start recording. Damn you! Oh yeah.
Well, what's the best trip that you guys have been on? We'll ask Daniel. So, what was the best trip that you guys shared together?
With Dennis, you mean?
Yeah.
It was just that one Naganash. We've only done the one trip together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the first trip we did together.
And that was the last trip, I guess.
No. There's going to be a billion more. Every weekend.
We had a great time, and believe me, Dan went on that trip and he weighed about $120, and he come back and he weighed about $1.30. I don't know if you've seen in the video, but we ate because Ingo, as you know, is one of the owners of Kid Products, and they have that twig stove. But they're also coming out with this reflector oven, which I believe they are ready to launch that now because they have everything produced, Canadian made, and ready to go, right? But if he pops on later there, I'll let him talk about it. But that thing, we baked cinnamon buns, we did pizzas, we did a cornbread. We had all kinds of neat stuff on there. So that was
awesome.
Yeah.
It was really terrible being, locked by, bad weather and
yeah. Yeah, we have a couple new faces here. How are we doing there, Sue and Brad? I don't see Lee though.
Oh no, we preempted. I didn't even know if this is going to work for us right now because I'm rendering some video stuff in the background here, so it's taking up all my computer.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't ask Brad about video editing right now. He's a little stressed.
I'm using robots to fix video right now, Kevin.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's actually working really well.
I don't know if Dennis knows the story. Brad, tell Dennis what happened. It was a nightmare.
Oh yeah, so I accidentally hit Shift Delete and deleted 400 gigabytes of our Throat River expedition video, which was going to be a big long, documentary sort of thing. And unfortunately, it was on an SSD with trim enabled, which means once it's gone, it's pretty much gone. So I had to dig through flash cards. I had to dig through basically every little nook and cranny I could to find the footage. I got 90% back. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the drone shots, but I got the GoPro, got the main camera, and then about 10% was like really low quality. And now I'm using artificial intelligence to make the video footage actually increase it to HD. And it's working really nicely, but it's just taking up my bandwidth. So I wasn't sure if I should actually get online right now.
Well, if you got to excuse yourself. I seen your post on Facebook about that, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. My gosh, that's a freaking nightmare right there.
Oh, we lost a lot of other stuff. I lost 3 other trips, but I got some of those back. 90% of the photos were all gone too, but thankfully I already sorted, the best ones, and they were already on the cloud. But man, I think it was the day after my 30th birthday, and I think I grew more gray hair in 1 hour than I did over the course of the last decade.
Well, that's why it looks like you fit in a little more here, Because now you're joining the Gray Hair Club, right? So
hey, come on.
For the dudes, anyway. Sue, how you been?
I'm going to jump off for a half hour, and I'll join you guys back at 8 o'clock. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure, man. That's great. Thanks for popping on. I'll see you when you pop in, and if it takes you a minute to get you up, just know I see you down there.
And I'm so glad you got a haircut, Brad.
It's going on again, Kevin.
Thanks, Brad.
Leah's on me to shave the beard, though. That's the next thing.
Nah, it's wintertime.
Exactly.
It's wintertime. You gotta keep it.
All right, we'll catch you guys in a bit.
Okay, buddy. Thanks much. Got room for one more down here on panel if anybody else wants to pop on in. So, Sue.
Yes.
Are you all ready for Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know it.
No?
Yes. I said you know it.
Oh, okay. I'm actually ready for the first time in many, many years. I seen who was it? I think Brian J. That's in the chat there. He said right up at the very beginning of the night there, he mentioned something about only 3 days to Christmas, and so I could start shopping in 2 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been online shopping for like months.
Oh. That's crazy. You know what? I was talking to a UPS driver at my store today, and he was saying that they hired, like down in the Niagara region, they hired something like 40 people, and they rented all these vans to make all their deliveries because they're all just that busy, right? Yeah. What you got? Is that a Scotch ball?
I can see the future. I can see the future. I'm going to drop out so someone else can join.
Yeah, well, we got nobody else down there, so you can stick around if you want.
I'm gonna have like people walking behind me. I'm gonna have to give them a warning. Say, "Get dressed, please."
Oh, yeah. Family friendly show.
He's coming already. You might want to put clothes on. He just got out of the shower, so he's like wandering around. It's my kid. He's like, "Don't show me."
Oh boy.
Noble Endeavors had a question for Brad. Sorry you didn't get that up. When he comes back on there, make sure you ask him there. He's asking what AI stuff is he using for re-rendering his files there. So, does anybody know by any chance? No.
I think he should explain the whole thing. He went through the last 2 days. It's funny. I was a few days ago. I saw his message, and I immediately contacted him and said, "Oh my God, man, you must be going through hell right now." Because the whole idea of imagine doing a trip and then videoing it all is, or like imagine you getting the whole, thumb injury or whatever, and then not getting that footage.
Yeah.
And there's good and bad of it. One is like, oh well, life goes on, and the other is, oh come on.
Yeah. You know what? If you plan on doing something for video like that, and you happen to lose everything, it's like, I've lost little pieces. I had an SD card go on me one time before, and thank God it was like one of my B-roll cameras, right? And so it wasn't so heartbreaking because it was just some B-roll stuff.
Yeah.
If I well, you know what? If it was something epic, you'd be really disappointed. But if it was just something that's a shorty trip or something, you could say, oh well, right?
Well, you never do though. I mean, like, Jonathan, if he's around, he can tell you the whole story of losing one of his GoPros on a portage, right? He never did find it, so all that footage is gone. But those memories are still in your head. I mean, when I moved from my one place to here, I had to get rid of tons of things because I have no space here. So I got rid of thousands of slides from all my trips. I just recycle them all.
Slides are outdated.
Oh, well, I know, right? And pictures and stuff. And my buddy Andy, he was so pissed at me. He goes, Kevin, we could have done something. I went, whatever. It's a sunset.
Yeah.
Kevin, what is a slide? I'm not familiar with that term.
Gosh, I'll do it right now.
Oh man,
I'm
an IT
little tiny things.
I'm an IT guy by profession, and saving data and all this is part of my DNA. And I have so many copies of everything that I do. I cringe the thought of actually losing something.
Yeah.
I lost a GoPro which had the shots, like these killer shots, and I was really hoping for, right? Got the shots, everything was great, and when I was reaching into the deck bag to get my other camera, the GoPro popped out straight into the river and gone. And so I lost all that. And so last week we did the online photo thing, and I talked about getting, we've got some flying squirrels out in the backyard, and I was going to get some footage of them and everything.
And you lost the camera?
I lost the trail cam. I brought it in because it's outside super cold, right? So I brought it in the garage, gradually warm it up, right? And then bring it in the house, gradually warm it up. I left it sitting on the car, on the passenger, like on the windshield on the passenger side. And I thought, I'll see it there in the morning. I got up, didn't have my coffee, went out to the car, went to the grocery store, came back. A little bit later, I went, I need to go get gone.
Wow.
So I ordered a new trail cam for myself for Christmas.
Now your GoPro, you knew where that was because you mentioned that in your presentation that you did the other night.
Yeah, I can give you coordinates if you want them.
Yeah. So you know what, John? Why don't you tell everybody about the presentation? John had last week at the beginning of the show. He was on to tell us about a presentation he was doing to help raise some funds for Outdoor Kind, and I really enjoyed the presentation. Even you had a special guest appearance by the Chipmunks, which was awesome.
Yeah. But technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
But no, we did almost, well, actually it was an over 2-hour presentation of 30 wildlife photography, and everything from, from bears to lions, great whites and bears. Oh my. So yeah, and so a bunch of people donated a minimum of $4 each. Some people were very kind and donated a lot more. And we were very appreciative for everyone that came on. We've got it up still. If you want to see the presentation, we have it archived. I will warn you that the first 5 minutes, most of which was Jerry Vandiver music video, does sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks, sadly. Yeah, if somebody is interested, go to theoutdoorkind.org and you can get a ticket and still see it. And it'll be up for a little bit yet. So, but yeah,
I will after the show tonight. I will put the link in the description below. But if anybody does want to check it out before that, if you go to last week's episode with Algonquin Outfitters, the history in Algonquin Park, it's in the description there, so you can actually check it out. But and you know what? In all reality, and I see there's a lot of people in the chat tonight that actually were there. I seen them in the chat, so it was a good time.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just seen somebody here in the chat, and I forgot to mention something that was on here. I'm just going to break away for one quick second, guys and gals. Last week, we did have the show with Algonquin Outfitters. We had Rich Swift on the show, Gord Baker, and Colin Bruce. It's called Colin, right? Yeah, Colin Bruce. Sorry, Colin, if you're in there. But we had a great show. We actually learned a lot about Algonquin Outfitters and the history that they have in the park. And we talked about, a bit about Bill Swift Sr. and the whole Swift family with Swift canoes and stuff like that. It was a really good show. And if anybody's into Algonquin Park or wants to know a little bit more about Swift canoes or even more so Algonquin Outfitters, by all means, go over and check out that show. It was a really good show. And during the show, Algonquin Outfitters had given us a really good prize. It was worth like $250. There was a saw, a silky saw, a couple of different hats. There was gift cards, free day rentals, stickers, a whole bunch of stuff. And the person who actually won that is Darren from Ride Paddle Repeat, and I see him in the chat there. So sorry I forgot to mention that earlier. Darren, congratulations, man. That's a great prize. The boys are going to take good care of you.
Really?
Colin Bruce, I believe, also is throwing in one of his wildlife prints. He's a wildlife photographer, and he's throwing in a print there. And of course, I'll be sending you a Canoe Hound Adventures prize pack, which pales in comparison to what they've offered, but it's a little extra swag for you. So congratulations, Darren. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. I know I get people that are gonna wander around.
Hey, if you want to pop back in later, Sue, you're more than welcome to.
All right.
Thanks for coming on. Merry Christmas if you don't.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
See you soon.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat wants to come on up here and join panel, come on up here and make us all look good.
You know what? You should get Lee Hunter on there because he's over in the chat. I think Lee Hunter should come on. He and his wife should come on here.
Yeah.
Because there's some of the, if you scroll down through there, and in fact, you were talking about the other night with our presentation.
Yeah.
The whole great thing going on the sideline. It was mostly Lee. So I think he should get in here.
Yeah. If Lee wants to join us, he's more than welcome. I've posted the link a couple of times. If anybody wants to take advantage of that, please do. Like I say, the more the merrier. Don't be shy. You know what? You're just on screen. You're talking to 4 panels in here, or 4 squares on screen right now, and it's pretty simple. You don't have to picture people in their underwear or anything like that, Kevin. And
we are. Here, I can. Yeah.
No panning down. No panning down. So Daniel, is your better half around?
Yeah, she's actually watching on the other floor in the living room on the big screen. So,
okay, because I see her in the chat there. She wants to pop in and say hello. She's more than welcome to as well.
Yeah, she might wander up and say hello at some point, right?
I seen Tim from Kirk Whipper Voyager Center was in the basement, and then he dropped out. So I'm not sure if he had a bad connection or what, but feel free to pop on up. Sometimes, you know what? I always thought that people would want to come on here and participate in stuff, and it always seems like I'm pulling teeth to get people up on screen during that.
No, it's not good, Dennis. It's not good. Like seriously, every single Tuesday you're begging me to be on the show with you once again. I need a break.
Well, like I say, man, Ed McMahon right here. Well, look at now they're popping up like crazy here. There we go. We're gonna get a few people up here.
Okay, here I'm gonna drop off. What the? Oh, there's.
Okay. Make sure you pop back in a while there, Kevin.
Yeah. All right.
Are we super?
Dolls, I'll be back.
Yeah.
No comment on that.
Next time we see them, I hope we don't see your nuts in there anywhere. Hey, Johnny and Colleen, how you doing?
Hi, everybody. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Awesome. Cheers, everybody.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice to see everybody as well.
Yes. I really like the snippet that you sent for the for our intro.
The bloopers?
Well, that was even better than the other one.
Yeah, you can play some. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Someone couldn't.
for the intro,
stop
they sent us hi. We're Johnny and Colleen from Keel Quest, and they clinked the glasses, right? And then they sent me a blooper reel, and
it's good.
Yeah, that was way too entertaining. I'm gonna hold on to that one for a while, and who knows, maybe I'll work that in somehow. But that was
Keep it in the archives for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Look, now you got a full panel. This is awesome.
And this is what I wanted. I wanted everybody to come on and have their chance to say hello and share some Christmas cheers, holiday cheer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well,
Kirk,
congratulations.
how are you tonight?
We're
Kirk,
good.
Tim, how are you tonight?
Oh, Tim, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear us. Can you hear us, Tim?
I'm good.
You're good? Yep. We'll let him work out his bugs there. Sty, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
If you
Better
could
now.
let me
Better
know.
now.
There you go.
Yeah.
How's things up out there?
Hi, can you hear us, Tim? I think he's having a rough go of it there.
Oh.
Yeah. You can always drop out and then try and come back in again. That might reset your connection. So, Johnny, what's with that Christmas hat you got on?
It's going with my T-shirt.
I can
Okay.
Right.
Shirt. Okay.
He's holding on.
Yeah.
You've got much to talk about up there or over there today. Your team's not stellar as of right yet.
Yeah.
That's true too.
You know what? I'm a Leafs fan, and last time they won the cup, I was in diapers, and I think the next time they win the cup, I'll be back.
You'll be in diapers.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Absolutely.
Hey, I'm not afraid to admit it. Come on, man. It's been since '67. But I remember when they won the cup. I was all of 3 years old, and I remember the commotion at my grandparents' house. So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Sly, did you get your mail yet?
You want to make sure that I never run out of stickers, right?
Oh!
But I'll tell you what, the 2 patches are awesome. Now, I got to decide what my attire for paddling next year is going to be so I can put these on that,
Yeah.
I don't want to put these on just anything, but those patches
Oh, I
are
see it.
awesome. Yeah, I got to hold them at an odd angle because of the green screen.
I was going to say, it looks like there's a hole in it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Look at all the holes in that, right?
I know.
And thank you for the awesome letter, Dennis. I mean, yeah, thank you. And the best and merriest Christmas to you and yours, Dennis.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I mean, the patches are awesome. I love them.
Yeah. So, Sty, you got something going on Christmas Eve. You want to tell everybody about it?
Christmas Day, actually.
Christmas Day, yeah.
Yeah, I do an 8-hour stream on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Last year I did an 8-hour stream on Christmas Day plus 4. It ended up being 12 and a half hours long.
Wow.
Planned on 8 hours, but it went 12 and a half. And what I do is I start at 12 noon Central Time, and I go straight till 8 p.m. And last year it was more, my approach was, there's a lot of folks in our YouTube community that don't have family, to be with on the holidays. So I told them, I said, I'm an old bachelor. I spend Christmas Day alone. So I'll tell you what, I'll stream, and anybody that hasn't got somewhere to be, come on over to the stream. Well, I got almost 1,000 views that stream. About 1,000 people coming and going. And it ended up being anybody and everybody. Dennis showed up with the whole family. That was one of the highlights of the stream, was when Dennis and his family showed up.
It was fun.
It was a blast. Everybody loved it. And we talk about Christmases of past, all of our different Christmas stories about our own Christmases. And then we tell jokes, we have music. I've got nice little cuts from Samantha Lee's originals that are fun. And so there's music and the like throughout the whole day. But it's just a fun time. And this year it's just open to everybody. I mean, anybody. I want people to just pop in and say, Merry Christmas. Get up on the panel so people can see your face, But yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah. We had a good time there. It kind of made our day too. We took 10 minutes out of our day and went in there and said hi to a bunch of people, and a lot of the regulars on your live stream. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. And then Johnny and Colleen, I know you guys got something going on here over the holidays with your channel right now too, right?
Yeah, we do. First of all, a couple of things. I wanted to find out when we connected with everybody and you, and it was 7 months ago. So 7 months ago, so that's when I found you. And then we just kind of, befriended everybody, and which has been kind of fun. And we kind of planned some trips, which obviously had never happened with our Canadian friends. But but we can still do this on Tuesdays, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But are you ready?
Yep.
So we have, just like pandemic, I know, he's like,
Stick to the script.
I'm a lister. I
was
can't
like,
help it.
wait, one more thing.
I know. But anyway, so we actually have teamed up with some awesome hiking channels here in the US and actually a couple in Canada as well. And what we've done is we've done a Christmas giveaway starting on December the 26th and goes to January the 6th. So starting on December 26th, the first channel is going to give something away, and then every day will be a new channel. Our giveaway date is going to be on January the 2nd. And what we're doing with that is you can just head to what's going on with our thing? We're fabric. Am I fuzzy?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We can still hear you. You're good. Yeah.
Oh, fix me, honey. Fix me.
He's slugging it.
There you go.
Camera.
I thought it was my beer doing the work.
As soon as Johnny got off, it cleared right up.
Yeah.
Focuses on
No problem. Anyways, so our giveaway with all of our hiking channels is December the 26th through January the 6th. Our giveaway is going to be on January the 2nd, like our personal one. We've actually also teamed up with Hilltop Packs. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them. These guys are kick-ass. They're amazing. They're out of Pennsylvania. They make a lot of their products out of Dyneema, which is like super light stuff for like hiking. And the big thing about them is they actually print your logos on it, and they're just amazing. So every day they're also giving away a $25 gift card with everyone's giveaway.
Wow.
And then, of course, you get a little bit of Keel Quest swag from us. And we're also giving away a Mora knife for our giveaway. And on January the 6th, Hilltop Pack is actually giving away a bear bag with everyone who was involved in the giveaway, all their logos on it. So the best thing, honestly, just hop on over to our YouTube channel, just check it out, like look at a quick little video. It'll tell you who's all involved. And all you got to do is just say, hey, I want to be involved. And that's it. Easy peasy.
What basically is
cool.
Check them out there at Keel Quest there. Go over and check it out because you have all the links to all the other people on there as well, right?
I do. So they're all listed below. So every day. So the first person, the 20th, it's all free gear. It's all hiking gear. There's anywhere from like socks to pillows to inserts to a BRS stove to, it's pretty decent stuff. So it's kind of cool. So everybody please head out and do that. So it's it's kind of cool to be involved in something pretty big like this, right?
It's to represent the 12 days of Christmas, which actually starts
after Christmas that people don't know about as a rule. But anyway, so come on over to our channel, check it out, see what's going on.
Yeah, hang out with the cool kids.
Exactly. And then
actually, if anybody if any of my moderators in the chat want to look up Keel Quest's channel and put the link in the chat over here, feel free to do so. I have no problem with that at all.
Right.
And
Thank
also for Stein North, so that you guys can get hooked up with his channel and go over there on Christmas Eve and say hi, spread some cheer.
Yeah.
What time does that start, Sty?
12 o'clock noon Central Standard Time.
Okay.
Okay, so it'd be 11 o'clock our time.
That's your time zone, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Well, we got two Wisconsinites here. Right? We got one here and one down here. So.
Well, we're in Eastern, so.
Oh, you're in Eastern. Okay. Yeah. So it'll actually be an hour later. It'd be 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. That's right.
Oh,
1 o'clock your time.
Right. Yeah. Good. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
That's how it works, people. Yeah. Let's share the love. Share the love.
Yay!
Thanks, Ethan just shared the link to somebody's, I guess that would probably be Keel Quest, right?
Cool. Thanks, Ethan. That's awesome.
Now, okay. Now, what time during the day are your shows for those 12 days?
So every channel is doing their own giveaway, right? So whatever day there is. So ours is going to be January the 2nd, and we are going to do a live stream. But I don't know what time of day yet. We kind of really haven't decided. We know it's a Saturday, so we're kind of going to see. But whatever.
Okay.
Either way, we'll
everybody else's channel, I'm not exactly sure what time they're where their deadline
right.
is. So.
The whole thing is just that, we kind of teamed up together and
Us to do a series of.
We're going to do the live stream just as some fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it.
So
yeah. Great. Yeah, I'll come and hang out. You bet.
Yeah, you will.
Cool. You bet I will. Yeah, I don't want to get haunted if I don't,
Hey, Mark, thank you very much. But you could come up on panel and you could say that to my face if you want. Gotta put the challenge out there, right?
I don't know. What did Martin say?
You gotta read.
Oh, I didn't see it.
But you know what?
I'm scrolling.
Based on what Mark was saying there, you know what? This whole thing being our 50th episode of doing this show now.
Oh, cool.
The reason why Sty and I are one of the reasons why Sty and I are so close is because he was actually my guest on my very first show. He was the guinea pig for CANOEHOUND'S Outdoor Adventure Show, and I think we had about 12 people watching.
That's cool.
But it was
how it's grown, eh? But
it was. I don't regret being the first at all. We had a blast. It was fun, and it basically put Dennis in gear to keep this thing going. So
it's very cool.
I told him, yeah, sure, I'll sit up there and be your guinea pig. and he didn't have a list of questions. Now he's so structured, He's got a nice list of questions, and he pre-talks to the person before they get on panel.
Yeah.
And me, it's just, Sty, can you be there right now? I get up there, and he just started asking everything that came to the top of his head. And it went excellent. It was great. It was, and we've been tight ever since. Yeah. Dennis is great, and his channel it's growing. The stream.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey guys, everybody say goodbye to goodbye to Darren here. He's got to drop out for now. He's who won the swag giveaway from last week. A great package from Algonquin.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah. Darren, thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. I know we will. Sorry, who are we toasting?
You.
All I got is me a few. I got about 15 bottles of Fireball.
Is that Fireball?
Yeah, I bought a box full. Well, I didn't buy it; it was given to me actually as a gift. But
that's nice.
15 bottles to a box. So
I think I want to hear Dan's ho 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 again, though.
Ho ho ho! Merry Canoes.
Okay, I'm ready for you.
All right.
Thank you all.
Cheers, everybody. Merry
Cheers.
Christmas.
I was so proud of you with the 50th that I started working early today to help you celebrate. And so I may have overdone that though, huh?
Oh, can you hold that up to the screen?
Oh.
That's my grandson's bottle.
Yeah,
my grandson, Oliver Jameson. Hint. There's the hint for the night.
You got it written down, right?
I got it.
I want to pay attention to my grandson's name for tonight's swag giveaway. Just saying. Yeah, but you know what? So actually, Sty, when we started that first show, the reason why because him and I, we had a bunch of live streams before that, and I told him I had this concept of doing something like this, and he says, "Well, why don't you make me your guinea pig?"
Yeah.
And we haven't looked. I haven't looked back since. So that's thank you very much, Sty.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm always sucker to be the guinea pig. You know, that's the way it is when I'm hiking and traveling too. Is that don't look safe going out to the top of that waterfall? Sty, check it out. Okay, yeah, I'll go out there. Yeah, I'm always the guinea pig. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody out there is a bourbon lover, but this is actually really nice stuff. This is like I've got up above my head here. I got a bunch of bottles of bourbon. That's my cocktail of choice next to beer, and that's probably one of the smoothest ones I've had yet. That's nice. Ooh. I got to watch that stuff and get me in trouble.
Have you tried this one? Where is it?
Is that My Little Blizzard?
Yeah.
Oh, by a Flying Monkey.
IPA.
No, I haven't tried that one.
First time I saw it today. It's awesome. It's really good.
Flaming Monkeys.
Maybe that's their winter IPA.
Yeah. No,
Here's
it's really good.
this is what Colleen's been sipping on lately.
Oh,
hold on, let me get her focused here.
Wow.
Hey, great.
Hey.
We have a new guest in the panel.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry, how are you?
Hey, Jerry.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm having my usual computer glitch problems because I'm such a digital cripple here. I'm gonna sign off and then sign back in on a different computer. I think it'll work better. So I'll see you in a sec.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Oh boy, we might be in for a treat tonight.
Well, let's hope so. All right. Yeah, I can't see any. I just see a bunch of black squares. So.
Yeah, use your wife's computer like you did last time.
What's that?
Use your wife's computer like you
Is
did
that what
last time.
I was wondering? Is that what I did last time?
Yeah, I believe you used your wife's laptop.
Okay, good. So I'm going to sign off and go from there.
That's from my drink.
Well, see you in a bit. This here is my my daughter, my eldest daughter. How you doing, Erica?
Hey, Erica.
Good to see you.
Hey, Erica.
Thanks for popping in, kiddo. That's all right. And let's see. Oh my goodness, we got a bunch of people popping in now. Anybody remember this face?
No.
No.
It's been a while since I've seen Dave, but
David, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Same to you.
Merry
I love your Santa hat.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's not very Santa-ish, sorry. But I did just get done watching a Hallmark movie on television. So, a Christmas movie. So
There you go.
that's got to count for something.
Excellent. And we got one more person. I'm going to squeeze one more on, even though it's going to make our squares a little smaller, because I don't want people waiting around too long. We have Kate. How you doing? Hello, Caitlin. Can you see us?
Okay.
She's the better half of Jerry Vanderveer, so.
We'll hi.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis, we'll drop out for a little bit until later.
Okay, you're welcome back
All right.
anytime.
Okay, sounds good. All right, enjoy, everybody.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Johnny, have a beer with me later.
Yeah.
Okay, you too, Colleen.
Thanks.
Caitlin, looked like you got a bit of a broken signal going on there. So Caitlin is she's the fiddle player for or with Jerry Vanderveer when he does a lot of his music and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get her on board here. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let her work out her internet issues there, but that's all good. So, David, what have you been up to these days?
I managed to get one hot tent trip in before things went south on us. So that was a nice start to the year, and but just the usual, right? Trying planning things and hoping that you're going to be able to do them. And we live in interesting times, that's for sure. So I think a lot of people are fingers crossed, and we're hoping we can maybe get to do some things. And it would help to have snow too, because right now, of course, we don't have any. So, or at least not enough to do anything with. But it's at this point, it's just a planning stage and gee, I hope I can do this. I hope I can do that. And Jerry's back.
Jerry,
Yeah.
you see us
Yeah.
now?
Coming in good.
So Caitlin's having a problem getting on.
No, you're coming in pretty good.
I think she's got a bad internet connection, so she was rather dark and motionless and soundless. So let her work that out.
That's not Caitlin. So that's some other problem.
I have somebody coming. Dude on. We have Santa Claus in training here, people.
Well, I tell you what, I think John Van Berg gets the hat of the.
Oh,
look at that! Oh,
there you go.
I got
Yeah.
On your philosophy hat of the night contest. Whoop! You lost
There
it.
we go.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Here we go. This is Papa's new paddling partner.
Oh, look at that!
So just as another hint for tonight's swag giveaway, this is my grandson, Oliver Jameson. Okay, so you might want to remember that name. This guy's got some popularity coming in the future. Future host of the show right here. You
For a
gonna say
moment,
that, Ollie?
when you said swag giveaway for a moment, I thought you were going to give them away.
Oh, that would happen. We would have to pry him out of my daughter's cold hands for something like that to happen. No, he's a great little guy.
Yeah,
Almost 7 weeks, right?
Just over 7 weeks.
Just over 7 weeks old here. So
Yeah. Adorable.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got him this onesie here for
Yeah, that's great.
birthday. Okay, I'm gonna hand him back off. Hand the football off. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank
You guys are seeing him at his best there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So Jerry, what have you been up to these days?
Oh my God! Actually, I was really hoping Kate could get on here so we could talk about all that. Well, first of all, as all you know, all of our shows, John, and everything is going virtual coming up. So I kind of got I actually was with Darren Bush from Canoeopia last September on a canoe trip on the San Juan River in Utah. And there she is. Yay.
There she is.
Camper Kate here.
Hey, now we can hear you, now we can see you.
Are you by some campfire or something?
Oh, no.
Is that a new harmonica from Christmas, or is that the same one?
It's the same one.
Okay. I got to thinking about this, that when we finally do this song live together, you're going to have like over 2 years of time to practice this song.
It's not going to improve anything.
It's not going to help, Jerry.
I have been practicing.
Why is there two of me?
Why is there two of who?
There's two of me.
There's
Because
two of you.
you're really special.
Twins. Twin Caitlins.
That's
That's
good.
cool.
Camper, you were very
There's
special.
two of me. Hang on.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
Maybe
think any of the rest of us
you're
got
having-
stand-ins,
Maybe it's because of the margaritas or something that there's two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Whoops.
Oh,
Oh boy.
okay.
Now there's another bird.
While we're waiting for Caitlin to reboot there, you want to finish that story, Jerry?
Yeah.
That was a Christmas ghost.
So in light of all that, so we had, obviously down here in Tennessee, we've got a lot longer good weather than you guys up there have. So right after I got back from that trip on the San Juan River, I got Caitlin and here she comes, Caitlin and Amberly.
oh well, whatever. I don't know.
And we actually videotaped a live outdoor concert, and that is all now completely edited and finished, and it's going to be featured on Canoeopia, at Quiet Adventures, and Wilderness Canoe Symposium, and whoever else wants it. We're going to make it available to anybody that wants it. So then when we finish that, then Caitlin and I'll kind of let you finish up I'll set you up here. I think I might have mentioned earlier, we've been like almost every Wednesday night getting together virtually and writing songs. And we every once in a while wind up writing a children's song. So we're also in the middle now of doing a virtual children's outdoor concert with all new songs, calling ourselves Camper Kate and Jerry Berry, outdoor songs for kids of all ages.
Oh, wow.
I see a nutcracker going by. That looks amazingly like you, Kevin.
Jerry, it's a Mr. Bean. This is Mr. Bean, okay? So therefore, that's I'm not happy with that comment.
So anyway, Caitlin and I have been writing and recording, and we made a section of our video. And in the middle of all this thing, we've got kids from all over the country. Since we couldn't do this in person, obviously, we've got kids from all over the country that are turning in videos to us to sing along with these songs. So we're going to actually have an edited video of us playing and kids from everywhere, all over the country, singing along. And it's
awesome.
The videos from the families with the kids are trickling in, and they're pretty amazing. They just are. It's really, 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 really going to be a very fun, different kind of presentation.
Cool.
So stay tuned. We'll have those available too. So that's been taking up a lot of time. In addition to this,
that looks like Mr. Bean.
What the heck is that?
Foot surgery Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All is well.
I hope it didn't affect your strumming hand at all.
Yeah. Well, the big toe does, every once in a while, it does like the pluck on the bass. So that's why I got the surgery, actually.
Wow. So would it be too bold of me to put in a request tonight, Jerry?
Sure, we can try it.
Yeah. Would you like
anything in particular?
How about you?
Got his harmonica.
You could try that too.
You want to play along, Kevin? Nice.
I'll try.
Come on, Kevin.
Well, you know what? At least I know I'm going to be better than Camper Kate.
Jerry, can you play the Chipmunk monk version of the song that John tried to play on his presentation the other day?
I've heard. You know what? I've heard that John is quite the chipmunk guy. I didn't know that.
And Dave, do you have your guitar, Dave?
You play
I
bass?
have my guitar handy?
Yes.
It would require tuning, but yes, I do have it.
Well, you never really did play good. Come on.
Sorry, what was that, Kevin?
To enjoy it.
I said it would be great if you got your guitar and include yourself.
Include myself.
Yes.
What key are we playing in?
Let's see. I think we do Blue Bandana Blues. We do that in A. No, we do it in E.
E.
Yeah.
You'd have to excuse me for a moment while I go tune a guitar.
Okay.
Okay. Should I count you in, Jerry?
Count me in for what?
Because I'm really good at that. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. The count. Okay, good. Yeah,
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll let them get ready for a little singing song. Hopefully, everybody in the chat wants to see this. I see we got Brad and Lee back here in the panel, and we're gonna get them on too. Let's go to this screen here. There we go. Oh, we're looking more and more like the Brady Bunch here every second. We had a really interesting question by Mark Matheson earlier there, and I want to get it up. I don't want to put it up until later, so I'm actually going to pop it on screen right now. And this is something for everybody on panel tonight. He wants to hear our paddling-related resolutions for 2021. Let's try and just keep it to like a few seconds there. John, you got any resolutions for paddling this season?
Try to finish the Yukon journey if we can, and if we can't, I'm going to paddle in all 50 states in the summer and fall.
Awesome. Daniel?
I'm not going to do what John is doing. No, I just I'd like to do a longer solo trip this year. I've only done a few days solo, so I want to pick that up, maybe take a week. Beyond that, I'll just go with the wind and see where it takes me.
That's what I want to do, a solo trip this year for about a week. You want to do it together? Yeah. Not quite. How about you, Sty? You got any resolutions for the paddle season coming up?
For the first time in my life, I get to host a National Forest Service campground on a beautiful lake. And my kayak and hopefully new canoe is going to only be about 20 yards from my door. And I hope to be able to paddle every day, rain or shine.
Awesome.
Which lake, Sky?
It's called East Twin Lake. It's up in northern Wisconsin in the Chequamegon National Forest.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah. It's a very small campground. There's 10 campsites, but only 8 of those campsites are available to the public because I live in one, and one of them they permanently closed down. So I only have 8 campsites to manage, so I can paddle. I only have about an hour and a half duties each day. Then the rest of the day I can paddle. I'm going to know every inch of that lake, and I plan on catching every fish in that lake, and then I'll put them back for other people. But yeah.
How about Brad and Lee? What do you guys got planned? What do you have for a resolution for 2021 paddling season?
We hopefully will get off the original plan that we had for 2020, but COVID kind of put a dash on that. Originally, we were going to go up to northeastern Quebec, up to Hudson's Bay. We're going to paddle Rogan River up north of the Deans Bay project, and about a 400-kilometer paddle up there, and then down the Arctic Ocean coast back to the Creeville at the end there. But of course, COVID kind of put a nix on that. We did some awesome paddling in the Northwest, but if that doesn't go, we'll see what we can do in Ontario, because we're super lucky to have a province with like just a plethora of amazing canoe routes to do. We'll do something in the far north, or we'll try to shoot for maybe like Côte Nord on Quebec or something like that. So we'll see. It all depends on COVID. It's going to be another weird year, we think, but you know, as a paddler, you got to be flexible. And yeah. What about you? Anything special you want to do this year?
I want to be less freaked out about rocks during rapids. That is my resolution.
The shallow technical ones.
By the way, Lee, I've congratulated Brad, but I have to congratulate you too on your wedding this past summer. Congratulations.
Thank
you.
you.
It was a small, intimate affair, and of course the canoe was involved too. We're on the beautiful French River and paddled up to the ceremony, and yeah, we couldn't. I mean, even with the COVID plans, with only having I think 10 of us there, it was still a wonderful time.
Wow, that's great. How about you, Kevin? You have any 2021 resolutions there for paddling?
Yes, 2. One is Andy and I are going to paddle around the whole. What's it called? What's that? The big lake that's north of Lake Superior. Yeah, we're going to paddle around the entire circumnavigable, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've gone there before on the north end, but we've never paddled the entire one. And the other is I will do it not double blading.
So you're soloing this trip. Are you soloing this trip, or are you tandem canoe on that trip?
No, Andy and I are going to take his 20-foot Nova Prospector.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah.
20 foot.
So you
got room in there for me.
No, we're doing the 2 dogs. So no.
Oh, I don't take up as much room as a dog.
We don't want any injuries with hooks in fingers and thumbs. Dennis, you're not allowed to go.
I'm beyond that, man. I'm beyond that now. Jerry, do you have any 2021 resolutions for?
A little bit, actually, just really more trips.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got technically 3 in. One of them is going to go. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm going to go down and meet a group of people and spend a week on the Ozark streams in southern Missouri, northern Arkansas in the summer. And I actually cut my paddling teeth on those rivers many, many, many years ago. And it's beautiful country. It's just pristine water. And as long as you don't go there on the weekends with the fraternity party crowd, it's a great, it's just really stunning. We have.
How comes the shine?
Jerry, notice how there's not a lot of it going.
I was going to say that hasn't gone down very far, Kevin.
No, because it tastes like crap.
Kevin, cool. So we'll find out from Dave and we'll find out from Marty here.
Kevin, that's for lighting your alcohol stove. That's not for drinking.
I use this.
Oh,
so David, you got any 2021 resolutions for paddling?
You know what? I honestly, I actually had a pretty good paddling season this past year because I did a lot of solo stuff, and because of COVID, that was pretty much all you could do. And I'm kind of hooked on it, so I want to try. You know, Kevin's got me enthused to try Naganosh for the first time. I haven't been there yet. You know, I want to seek out some new places. Dennis, you did a trip up near Martin River. Trying to remember the name of the lakes you went into there, but you know, just check out some new places. And we did Island Lake, Kevin, this summer with Martin Pine. That was a beautiful trip. You know, long slog up Farmer Creek, but it was a great trip. And yeah, so I'm just, you know, I'm gonna try and take what's available and just kind of roll with the punches, and you know, not force things, and not get too disappointed if things get messed up by circumstance, but you know, try and take what's given and enjoy, and you know, I think that's the best we can probably look forward to.
Hey Dave, question for you, and you said take what's given. What does November look like for you for this next year? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was afraid somebody was going to ask me about symposiums. You know what? Everything's it's just up in the air. You know,
right?
We haven't announced it. I don't know. I mean, I think realistically, April would be a pipe dream for. I mean, we just can't. You know.
Yeah.
And
well, here's hoping things change, man. It's
yeah.
Let's hope they do. I know what you're talking about, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
I noticed that the bass players arrived. Marty,
how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Welcome to the live stream tonight, Marty from Per Extreme.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Marty.
Good to see you, Marty.
So
Dennis, I'm gonna drop out here and make room for other people. So congratulations on your 50th, man. Happy holidays to everybody here, and maybe we'll talk to you later.
You're all right, John. Thanks much, buddy.
Cheers.
Jerry, Marty actually looks like a bass player.
He looks like a rock and roll star compared to us.
A bunch of guitars back here.
What a bass player look like? I know what a drummer looks like.
Oh my God! You know, it's funny. I would have got on my kit. Actually, it's so funny. I actually set it up in my daughter's room today. She wants to form a band, and she loves Blondie and Teenage Head and the Cars. I was like,
no kidding.
Yeah, I was so excited, right? And we went to the vinyl store. And we got her some vinyl. She said, "Dad, I just want you to choose the iconic rock that you grew up with and show me on." Oh my God! It was so exciting. And I set up the drum, and then I sort of looked at her and went, "You don't know how to play drums." She goes, "Neither do you, Dad."
Love it.
Stab in my heart. It was like, oh.
Do you have a set of drums in your house, Kevin?
Yeah, they're upstairs, but they're like, yeah.
Can you give her lessons?
You know what though? No father should ever teach their daughter how to drive.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm just going to let her in the room with the drums and let her go with it. Like,
yeah,
I'll teach her, but she'll never listen. Yeah. She's 16, Jerry. She's 16.
She's 16.
Good luck.
She's an alien.
And she will be for several more years.
Oh my Lord.
Kevin, did you get her an evening with John Denver? That's me.
Oh yeah. So under the tree. So I bought her some vinyl, right? And I got her. Oh, like just some really weird stuff, but also like you guys, you know, you're around my age, right? Well, no. So Brad and Marty, you're not. Sorry, whatever. Well, Dave, I think you're older.
Bottom row.
Yeah. So list 5 if your daughter said, "Dad, 5 top rock albums of your time," what would they be?
Dark Side of the Moon, Abbey Road. I don't know. Neil Young, something like Neil Young after the Gold Rush.
Yeah,
I don't know. But you're like more Rush and that kind of thing, aren't you? Or?
Yeah, we couldn't find Rush. You know, it's funny that the vinyl place.
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. I didn't hear what Brad said. What did Brad say?
Brad would say Abbey.
I said Close to the Edge by 2112 by Rush. Come on, I'm a huge prog rock fan, man. Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree.
Well, the album. Yeah, I'm a Breakfast in America guy, but that's not what you're looking for there.
No, it's funny. I made a pile of my own where at the vinyl place I said, here are ones that you may not agree with, but I will pay for them. But you have to, I will make you listen to them forcefully, right? And so one was Supertramp, but it was the one with the piano on the cover.
Yeah, even in the quietest moments.
Yeah, I mean, she has to listen to that one, right? So, yeah. And actually, Golden Earring.
Oh, Golden Earring.
Yeah, which is not that great, but musically and also Collective Soul, like
good album.
They're pretty good, like right. So, and she's like, oh yeah, whatever, Dad. Okay, I wish we never had this day together. Yeah. So,
how about Talking Heads?
Yeah, Talking Heads and B-52.
Yeah, B-52's Rock Monster.
Yeah. Oh, and what's her name? Trade.
Rough Trade.
Yeah.
Rough Trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. But you know that song, right? And and I
Cool Confidential.
Well, yes, and I'm singing this stuff at the store, and this old woman looked at me like, because you know that song, Cream My Jeans, and she's in the hallway with in high school, and my dad's thing in my head is like, shut up, Kevin.
Cheryl Pope, Rough Trade.
I did get her to get a Cyndi Lauper one, just for the historical thing compared to her with Blondie. I mean, like totally different. But I go, you need to get both albums, right? So yeah,
cool. And you have a good turntable set up and amp and all that kind of stuff for.
She did. Like that was the cool thing about it. Like it was a great moment in my life. My daughter got this turntable and she was all into vinyl, and she's going to get this band going. And I said, because she's at her mom's right now, right? And I said, well, I'll drop all this stuff off. And she goes, oh no, we're going to have the band practice in your place, Dad. I went, why? We're in the middle of nowhere, nobody will hear us. So I was like, oh.
Well, you don't like the neighbors. That's why.
You should know the band always practices at the drummer's house.
Always.
Yeah, that's true, Jerry. That's true.
Yeah. I'm a drummer. My parents would never let it happen.
We have
my Mercury Topaz drive all over Hell's Acre.
Across the lake from us, there's a drummer, and everyone always plays there.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
Enough talking about music. Does anybody in the live chat want to hear some music? Put a number 1 in the live chat if you want to hear some tunes. Let's see how long it takes to populate.
Kevin,
there we go. The sound like, but by the way, Mark Matheson, yes, we'll take a bagpipe player. Come on in.
Okay, so you know what? If Jerry and Dave want to pipe out a tune for us, that'd be awesome. And then we're going to do our swag giveaway, and then we'll get into some more drunken foolery here.
All right. Well, I got a text from Caitlin, and unfortunately, she had to leave. She sends her regrets, and we should have timed this earlier for her, but maybe we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, we'll send our love, and maybe we'll get you back on for another feature.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I know she'd like that too. Okay, Dave, we're in E. We're just doing a blues song.
Yeah.
Let me put my.
There's no way with the latency this is gonna work.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, we experienced that one time before.
There's a solo. For
unless
Kevin.
really offbeat Dave. Then it'll work. You know what I
Then
mean?
it'll work, okay.
Beats behind.
Well, what about this though, Dennis? What if Jerry sings one of his songs and then Dave does one of his? Because Dave's got fucking good stuff.
That
Great
sounds
idea.
like a plan. Yeah, because like Marty said, they're trying to match him up is going to be next near to impossible.
Okay, well, because Jerry is a lot more attractive than Dave as well, right?
Wow, you're in
Hey
big
Dave, how you like that? Jerry's going to be your opening act.
All right, you got your harmonica there, Kevin. Even though we're going to have a latency here.
Well, I'll count you in. Right?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Went to the store, bandana aisle, white and blue, just my style. We travel the world, never a season. Bandana falling on pieces, got a trip coming up, and I don't know what to do. Rough and rag, holy and went back to the store, look around, old bandana. We found. Well, this one hurts. I'm gonna lie. That bandana more than all my ex-wives. I got a tip coming up, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, all right. With the rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue bandana. Here we go, Kevin. Your turn. All right, let's hear it, brother. Happy camp. I got a trip coming up, and I don't know what to do. With the rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue and blue. Well, I went to Atlanta for a blue bandana. Texarkana for a blue bandana. Down in Atlanta for a blue bandana. But I came up empty-handed. So I wrote a letter to Santa. It's my Christmas card for a blue bandana. And Hannah Montana for a blue bandana. Called Carlos Santana. Bandana. I got a trip coming up, and I don't know what to do. Rough and ragged, holy and haggard, blue bandana blue. Yeah, that rough and ragged, holy and haggard, jostled and jagged, totally tragic, blue bandana blue. Count it off, Kevin.
Yeah.
I think it sounded better having the delay in it, actually.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yeah,
that was your plan.
Yeah. I still suck.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I think you're really doing great.
Well,
yeah, you're powered by whiskey, Kevin. It's great.
Yeah, the pandemic helped a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And the scotch.
Yeah.
And the scotch. That's great. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that.
But now we got somebody who can play harmonica and guitar at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, I'm going to jump out, man. Thanks
Okay,
so
Daniel,
much.
thanks for popping
Merry
in.
Christmas, everybody.
Hey, Daniel, you have a good one. Merry Christmas.
So send all your love to Karen, or all my love to Karen there.
Oh, one important thing about next year.
Yeah.
Karen and I are getting married.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Hey, buddy. Thanks much.
Right.
Keep up the great mod job.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that puts you front and center, Dave.
Oh,
yeah.
Follow that. Jeez Louise. Where's Kevin? Oh, boy. Kevin, I feel like if I start, you're going to join in, I'm sure, at some point.
No, I will put the harmonica down. I will put my dolls away, and I'll get. I'm good. I'm good. I'll even take the hat off.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Jerry, I'm intimidated because you're a professional songwriter, and I'm just this guy. So please be kind.
Believe me.
Can you guys hear the guitar?
Yep.
You can? And the harmonica?
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, well, you can hear everything then. If you can hear my singing, that may not be a good thing. My grandfather, we found one of his old toys. He had a wooden canoe. It was all beat up. It was up in the attic. So this is about that.
A canoe in the attic?
Up in the attic, yeah.
How did you get it up there?
It got tossed up there. Up here in Canada, we throw things in the attic. You know, it's a toy canoe. It's a toy canoe. It's a little thing. It's this big. So anyway, here we go. I found my grandpa's toy canoe when he was a boy, sitting in the family attic, long forgotten toy. That little wooden toy canoe made all faded red, once paddled quilted rivers on covers of a little boy's bed. So I dusted off the cobwebs and I took it home with me. Set it up on the shelf so everyone could see. Toy canoe made all faded red, paddle quilted rivers on head. Oh, I think he sat for dead up in his room, and he paddled many miles in that little red toy canoe. Oh, I think he sat for hours on the bed up in his room. He paddled many miles in that little red toy canoe. Down waters deep and mighty, till the evening light grew dim. That little red toy canoe would have meant the world to him. And maybe he was Mackenzie, searching for the sea. Perhaps he was Grey Owl on the waters of Temagami, in that little wooden toy canoe with paint all faded red, once paddled quilted rivers on the covers of a little boy's bed. And one day I saw my nephew staring at that boat, so I got it down off the shelf, let him take it home. That little wooden toy canoe, paint all faded red, once again we'll paddle quilted rivers, covers of a little boy's bed. Once again we'll paddle quilted rivers on the cover of a little boy's bed.
Bravo.
Yeah. Thanks, David. That's awesome, man.
What a storyteller.
That's a good song. I like that.
Well,
Awesome.
That's a world premiere, I think, although I might have made a video. There you go.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
anyway, folks, I'm going to say Merry Christmas.
lyrics are fantastic.
Everyone!
I don't have any more.
Yes, you do. Yes, yes.
Leave when you're at the top.
Yeah,
Always leave when you're
Yeah.
You know that's the drummer. Anyway, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, David. Thanks very much for coming on tonight.
Merry Christmas Day.
Oh, thank
Stay
you.
safe and healthy. That was awesome. That's awesome.
Kevin, let the poor man walk down the mountain. You don't want him to have to fall off of it. Yeah, I mean, he was at the top. Leave him alone.
He's got a lot of good songs.
It's gonna take me 2 days just to absorb that. I mean, that was so well done. I mean,
he's got tons more. I tell you, I was roommates with him in Outdoor Ed, and he's got tons more. I wish he'd come back and the one that he did on the lake that's north of Temagami. Gosh, Dave, what's that song? It's one of my favorite. Marty, you said you had a guitar behind you.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Should have said that, Marty.
I've been so busy with YouTube this year. I haven't had the time to play almost like once.
Come on, I did really good with the harmonica. So
sure.
Come on.
Maybe. I haven't played in a while.
We can give that a try. We'll let Marty get set up if he wants to do that. While he's doing that,
Jerry,
we can actually do my giveaway.
Jerry will do one more while Marty's sitting up.
Sure.
But
I don't
Christmas my manager is here.
I play it. You'll see. You'll see what I play.
Okay, Jerry, what do you got?
I just want to get to the swag giveaway because I've had a couple super chats come in tonight. Thank you very much to those of you that have put super chats through the system. And as you know, when I get super chats, I like to get generous with the channel here and give away a couple extra things. So tonight I was actually going to do just a prize pack with the stickers and a couple of the patches, and also a limited edition black CANOEHOUND logo patch. These here I got done up as prototypes, and they turned out pretty good. I got 3 of them here, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to give away 3 prizes tonight for part of the swag giveaway. So that'll go to 3 lucky winners. And I've dropped like a couple of hints tonight about my grandson. So basically, this is what we're going to do. Here's the field testing question. Now, please do not put the answer in the chat over here. Okay, I want people that have been paying attention to be able to put their answers out there. What you need to do is you need to send your answers to my email address, which is coasprize@gmail.com. Okay, so what is the name of my first-time special guest and new future paddling partner introduced at the top of the show? That would be my grandson, if you haven't guessed. What you need to do is first and middle name will work. If you just have the first name, that's all cool. That's good stuff. So send me the answer to coasprize@gmail.com by Saturday at 11 p.m. when I will draw 3 winners of a CANOEHOUND Adventures swag package. And you never know, if I get a couple of other things in there, I know I'm expecting a couple things to come into the mail that could sweeten the pot a bit. If they come in, I'll also include that in the package as well. So what is the name of my first-time special guest and new future paddling partner introduced at the top of the show? Yes.
I wonder.
You guys remember that?
Wants to win that.
Everybody, hey, even those on panel are welcome to put in their answers. So, Marty, you ready for us? Okay.
He's tuning up.
I'm tuning and just seeing if I can remember this song. So give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Here, actually, somebody had a question for you, Brad, about that AI program that you were using for your files.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me just figure out what it was. We are using Topaz Video Enhance AI, which actually, just running through it, is working really, really good right now. So when I lost all these files, we had a low resolution video file. So when you shoot with a GoPro, you might see like an LRV file that pops up beside your MP4 file. The LRV file, if you change the extension to MP4, will play in any of your players, and it's just basically a lower resolution that GoPro uses as a preview, but it's so pixelated, it's blocky. But I thought, well, we can't leave. It was literally like the last 2 days of the trip were on these low quality files, but using this Topaz video AI program, it's actually been interpolating all the imagery and making it not perfectly high def, but really, really good. Actually, one of Kevin's friends, he connected me with Birch Park Media there, Scott, suggested the program, and you know what? It takes up a lot of your GPU, but it's fantastic, and it rescued the documentary at this point in time. So we're able to power through all our footage, and it's going to be running in the background for a couple of days. But yeah, Topaz Video Enhance, really, really good so far. So it saved our bacon. So thanks to Kevin, and thanks to Scott, and thanks to all the folks who really assisted with getting us all the connections to recover these files and assist. The canoeing community is really tight knit and really supportive. And I mean, when you come with a time of crisis like this, they all come together and help out. So really appreciate the help we received to get this off. And I guess the treat is when the video gets out there, you all get to watch it.
Cool.
Lots of fun struggles in this.
Did you get some of that info from the group on Facebook there, the content creators?
Some of the folks helped out a lot. Are you talking about the paddling one, or are you talking about on the post there?
The one that Marty started up here, the content creators Facebook.
Oh no,
group.
I didn't post it there, but that's just a good idea too. But that's a good group as well too. Lots of content creators on there sharing a bunch of ideas and stuff, supporting each other. Again, it's a nice small community. Folks out there, everyone produces with their own sort of unique touch to things, and it's really nice to see the expertise and experience and life skills that everyone can bring to the table and share on these groups as well too. So really love the sort of open discussion that sort of comes out of there. There you go. Dan's got it right there. That's exactly what we're using. There's a 30-day trial that should get through all the video. It takes a while to edit, and you need a really good computer system to work it. But if you shot something in a lower quality, there's lots of options to kind of work with it and enhance your video should you need to. So it saved our bacon, and yeah, everyone can enjoy our Throat River Expedition video sometime in the spring, hopefully, from the comfort of your own chair.
So anybody that wants to put their answers in for tonight's skill testing question, there's the email address going across the bottom of the screen. I'll leave that up for another few seconds here. So, yeah, ready, Marty?
Yeah, I guess so, dude. I haven't played
head off
in a long time.
Sorry.
Okay, Brad and Lee, you gotta take off.
Yeah, we've got to do a whole dinner thing going on here. So it was nice to drop in, guys, and thanks for the musical interludes. It's been fantastic.
It's great to see
Marty,
you.
we'll catch you when we rewatch this later. So good luck, my man. And if we ever go to the fjords of Saguenay at some point, we'll definitely connect with you before there.
Yeah, you should, man. It's well worth it out there. It's really nice.
It's on my bucket list, so thanks for putting it out. If anyone in the chat isn't aware, Marty did a really good video of going down Saguenay, St. Lawrence, with all the big fjords out there in northeastern Quebec. Really, really gorgeous spot, high on our bucket list. Marty will probably fill you in on all the details, but it's definitely up there for us to do a trip. So Marty, kudos to you, and check out his video. It's really good.
Thanks, man.
Is the video up on the internet, Marty?
Say that again?
Is the video up on the internet, or how do we see it?
Yeah, just go on my YouTube channel, Par Extreme, and then and that was published sometimes over the summer. So it's the Saguenay Fjords.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did it sea kayaking. I guess most people do it sea kayaking. That's why I was making the jokes with Brad in the chat.
Cool. we do it in a deck canoe and stuff. I mean, we've done a lot of open water paddling, big lakes,
of course,
and stuff. But the sea kayak, that's a fun trip too, man. So
I enjoyed it because it was my first time sea kayaking. I whitewater kayaked all my youth, but sea kayaking was my first time, and I was like, wow, you travel so fast in these things. It was just a very comfortable way to do it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah.
Nice. Well, we'll hook up in the future, and we'll share some details and stuff. But kudos to you, great video, and it's in our top 10 bucket list of places to go. It's a beautiful corner of Canada there.
And the best part is when you exit the fjords and you get into the St. Lawrence, where the current meets, man. The waves are just insane. They're super fun to get through.
Don't tell, yeah.
Bradley, Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Hope you guys have a great holiday season.
Take care, everybody. Stay safe these holidays.
You too.
Bye.
All right, Marty. I guess you're here. Let's you're. Whoops.
Here, like,
Good.
I'm gonna leave just so someone else can come in.
No, we got room, Kevin.
Yeah, room. Stay around.
You're not getting out that easy.
He doesn't like our company.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let it rip, man.
All right. Well, this would be kind of my a staple song for me. I used to play this at camp way back when, but anyways. Let's see. It's been a while.
Well, you done me. You bet I felt it. I'm trying to beat you. You're so hot that I melted. Fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. There's nothing gonna stop me but divine intervention. Racking it to get my turn. To win some more, learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and man, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-intended right to be loved, love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you wanna come home? Scooch on over closer, dear. Well, I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bend it over back just to try to see it clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass. So I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I've been saying is there ain't no bit of reasons to rid yourself of vanity, so just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and man, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find that the sky is yours. So please don't, oh please don't. There's no need to complicate, because our time is short. There's what is, but this is our fate. I'm yours. I'm yours. Always be yours. Do-do-da-da-way.
Really good.
Awesome.
Marty, my wife,
Marty, that's awesome, man.
She had to come in and hear who that great singer was.
Was
Oh,
that?
thank you.
Ah,
Yeah.
That was great.
Merry Christmas.
Raz fan. That was-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, that was me singing.
That was you singing?
Yeah, it wasn't Marty at all. Marty really popped out.
Hey, hi.
Hey, Gary, how you doing, bud?
Okay.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, we got a moose on the moose on the loose.
Well, as somebody said earlier, are you horny? So I guess maybe I am tonight.
Oh, Kevin, look,
I might just leave.
Just Marty, that was great. Your song was great.
If we're going to show that, I'm going to take I'm going to take my laptop here. I'm going to show you our nativity scene that is pretty amazing. So,
let's see it.
Okay.
I want to share my resolution after Dennis, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it while Jerry's walking about.
Okay. Because Kevin,
where you going, Jerry?
Kevin, you might have some input for me. So, here you go.
Yeah,
it's a moose.
That's hilarious.
Oh boy,
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cute.
That is
that's awesome, Jerry.
Yeah. That's oh my lord.
That's our family tradition. We put that up every year.
That's great.
You can't go again.
Alrighty, so Marty wants to share his 2021 resolution with us.
So my goal this year, so last summer I figured out the system and got I got everything kind of dialed in to go out with the kids for multi-day portaging trips. So I have like a 7 and 8-year-old, 2 girls. So next year there'll be 8 and 9. And after like the last trip of the year I did in the La Vérendrye Park, we did 3 days and we were stuck in rain for a long period. Anyways, things worked out really well, even though some of the temperatures suck so much. I'm like, okay, next summer I want to do a 5-day with them. And then if that 5-day goes well, I want to line up a 7-day after that as well. So if you have any advice, Kevin, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the expert for taking daughters.
Well,
we're having fun. That's the thing.
Marty, you should have took them long ago. I mean, but by the time you get them out there for that trip, they're going to be bored of it. So, like, take them when when they're coming out of the womb. So,
well, I have been just not portaging. Like I would usually go up Opeongo and just stay a couple of days at the same spot. But now, like the whole like traveling, and I have to carry almost everything on my back, so I had to dial in. Like I have everything dialed into one dry bag backpack, an 80 liters, and my blue barrel, and I could do easily 5 days.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot of gear. So if you want to do a Algonquin for 7 days, actually my daughter, when she was 8, we took her right across Algonquin, and she remembers that to this day because she went across Algonquin. But it's actually not a bad trip. If you start off at Minetawanassas on the west end, and down the Petawawa River all the way. Well, we were supposed to go down all the way down to the very end of the Petawawa River, and just say we did the pet the entire time, but low waters were an issue. So when we got to Big Crow, we went up to Catfish for just a couple of days just to say hello to it because I love that lake. Then we went back down and we went from Big Crow to Opeongo and then down the Opeongo to Booth, and then ended up at Crotch Lake Access. So that was an 8-day trip where we did half day, 3/4 day travel time. And the longest portage on that entire 8 days was going into Daisy. I think it was 900. All the rest were like 200, 300, which is really rare for Algonquin.
That is really rare.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll shoot you an email or something. You can share me your exact route. Because that's always the problem I find in Algonquin. Like you hit those 1,500, 2,000 meter portages so easily.
Yeah, we didn't do any of those because there's no way you want to do that with kids.
No.
Yeah, and if you're not looking at Algonquin, I mean, go up to Chinnicoochee. I took Kyla there when she was a baby. I don't know how many times up to do Chinnicoochee, Laurel, like the south end of Temagami. We did a lot of Lake Temagami, because there was not a lot of portaging. We did some inland lakes off Lake Temagami. A lot of the stuff I never wrote about, but it was it was some good trips with her. And you know what? When they're that young, they don't care, and they don't know where they are. They really don't, right? Sand beach for a campsite.
Yeah.
Make sure that there are some portages because they'll get really bored if they're paddling all day.
Yeah, you can
so break it up with some portaging. Yeah, and also bring toys for them every morning. So when Kyle would get in the canoe, I would give her a dollar store toy that morning so she could play with that. That would give us 2 hours in the canoe with her just playing with that with her bucket.
Yeah.
And let her just catch wildlife that she shouldn't. I mean, she caught all these toads and kept them for pets and minnows, caught minnows, and yeah. So
if I can,
I think
real
Ken is
quick,
getting.
if I can, real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Shane.
Tiny little backstory. Back in the 1980s, I took my family. We had 4 kids, from 9 years old down to 5 years old. We took them up in the backcountry, totally off grid in northwestern Montana in the Cabinet Wilderness for a year.
Whoa.
One thing we found, and listening to your discussion, you're going to have to pack your barrel in. You got to portage your canoe in, and are you just going to let the girls just kind of run trail with you all the time? What we found was that's what we did with our kids is, hey, kids, just follow us. And we packed all the gear. We packed all the gear whenever we went on multi-day treks. And one day I decided we're going to head out for a 5-dayer up in the backcountry. And I decided, you know what? These kids in my pack and the wife's pack, about 30% of our packs was just packed with all the kids' personal things, So I decided, no, I'm going to strap a pack on each kid's back, and they're going to carry all their lightweight personal things. And like Kevin said, we had toys in their packs, lightweight toys and things to keep them occupied in camp. And each kid got their pack, and every day that we moved, they threw their packs on. And it only took a couple of days, and those kids found ownership in our trip by doing that. Yeah. They actually found ownership in it, and they got a little bossy too. Oh, come on, Dad, quit complaining about your pack. We're carrying ours. And come on, Dad, come on, hurry up. You're lagging.
I'm a few years away from not even cooking anymore.
That's it. And that's it. Is each kid had their snacks in their own pack. We take a break on trail. They didn't ask us for snacks. They busted into their own pack, got the snack they wanted, and they learned a lot of the packing process by taking ownership in it. And just a suggestion, because it involves the kids a little deeper. And it's like Kevin said, most of the time the kids don't care so much about the trip there. It's like, well, what are we going to do when we get there? They're thinking about that. But if you give them some ownership in the trip, all of a sudden their interests broaden and they start asking more questions, or they start saying, what do I have to do to make my pack feel better? And so it's a much more bonding experience when the kids get to have a little blood in the game, and you don't want to hurt them, but you want to have them involved. So
Marty, make sure that you take that time, because eventually they're going to become teenagers. They're going to become rock musicians upstairs playing your drum kit to make you go insane.
Right.
So, and also make sure there's a waterfall along the trip, because campers will fly if that doesn't happen. You don't know about Camper. He takes photos of all the waterfalls.
Well, actually, the trip going down the Opeongo in the booth, whatever, the only falls there is the little dam at Annie Bay. And actually, I think you're losing a bit, Kevin, because I believe that portage there is just over 1 kilometer.
Well,
so, it's nice and easy,
but I'm more of a man than you are, and I ran the rapids. So.
I see. Yeah, that's gotta be it for sure.
Right, Jerry, you got another song, Jerry.
There's a jab.
Another song.
Actually, you know what? I got a question for everybody on panel, and this is going to be right up Gary's alley, Camper 69's alley. And we'll let Gary answer this one last because he probably would have one that'll blow us out of the water. What is your favorite waterfalls that you've seen? There's a question for you, Gary. I'll start. Last summer, I got to experience Aubrey Lake up north, up in the Algoma Highlands. And Aubrey Falls was like simply incredible, especially when you can get up nice and close to it. It's you can see it on one of my videos there from the Aubrey Lake Winnebago River trip, and it's simply stunning. There's like 25 cascades, and it's just a very picturesque area if you find the right vantage point. So that's mine to this point. Marty?
That's awesome.
Sorry, I was distracted with something else. What's the question?
Who is she? What's your favorite waterfall?
I was reading
What the hell?
He's reading.
Shut him down, Dennis. Shut him down. Son of a God.
Back in the green room. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the question was, what's your favorite waterfalls?
The next one.
Well, that's a good question. I have to say, there's I can't remember the name of the waterfall, and I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's just a story that waterfall marked me. It's up the Black River in Quebec, La Rivière Noire, and where you can start. There's a like you can start your 3 or 4 day trip just below it, but for whatever reason, we decided to start above it, which was useless, and the water was super high that year. It was I don't know, in 2017, I don't know if you guys were affected with the flood of the Ottawa River and everything. You know, the Ottawa River overfilled, like all of Gatineau and Ottawa area was heavily affected by the flood. That year, we decided to go down the Black River. And so we get to that fall. First, it's carnage. Like it's just and everything's the water's so high that you don't have access to the portaging trail. You have to kind of like start like hundreds of yards upriver and like bushwhack your way. And when you go out on that kind of like backcountry trips, like it's like Algonquin Park is not the backcountry compared to a river like that. Like there's just like the bush is so thick. So it took us 9 hours to get through that. And so I'm not saying it's my favorite fall, but it's the one I remember the most.
I hear you.
That's all.
Yeah, I took a page out of Kevin Callan's book and asking, what's your favorite sunset? But what's your favorite waterfalls, Kevin?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was. What was going on?
What?
I was distracted. Yeah, that's a good question because I can go on and on about that. That's a different show. But Kapka River, the last fall of the 7 drops. You're in the Amazon. You really are. You're going towards from Wabakimi, from James Bay, and you actually need to use a rope and harness to go and portage down that waterfall.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll never forget that moment. I was standing over it and just thought that I was in a different world. Yeah.
On a trip for the EP.
Cool.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all we want.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat.
That's all we want.
Oh, no.
If anybody in the chat wants to put their favorite waterfalls, I'd love to pop them up on screen here by all means. How about KeelQuest? How about you guys got a favorite falls?
Well, as of right now that we've experienced together, we have to say Tequamanon Falls up in the UP. There's over 160 waterfalls up in the Upper Peninsula. So Tequamanon, of course, is one of the largest, but there's so many more to discover. So as together, Tequamanon would have to be our
It is.
answer.
And the funny thing is they call Tequamanon the smaller Niagara Falls of Michigan.
Yeah. That's nice falls.
But it's beautiful.
I mean, especially in the fall time, when leaves are changing color and tannins are in the water. That
Right,
color
the tannins, they call them the root beer falls too because of the color.
Yep.
Yeah. The one Marty was talking about too, the Noir. That's amazing trip actually. And that falls you're talking about in high water. Holy living crap! Yeah, yeah. But I would have ran it. But Camper 69 would have portaged.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because I'm not the man that you are.
Yeah. Just think, wait a minute.
In Short Hill.
Terrace Falls is nice.
I'm familiar with that falls.
I'm gonna have to step out, Dennis. I have to go flood the pond for the kids tomorrow. So
Nice.
Marty, thank you very much for popping out tonight.
That
Merry
sounds good,
Christmas,
Marty.
family.
Thanks
Christmas,
for the
Marty.
performance there, bud.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's great.
Merry Christmas, and for
Merry
every
Christmas.
content creator out there, join the Facebook group.
Yep, by all means.
Yeah, it's a fun place to share ideas and all that. Thanks to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the new year.
Thanks, Marty. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for the song. It was great.
All right, so where are we? Jerry, I think you would be next on the docket.
Well, I think it was Sty, but you just switched us around.
Oh, okay, well, we'll do you this time.
Yeah, I've been trying to remember. There's one in Wabakini that was the most violent falls I've ever been around. It wasn't Granite Falls, but it wasn't far away from Granite Falls. But it was just so deep and violent. It was. I don't know. Are you familiar with many of the falls in Wabakini at all, Kevin?
Yeah. Which one?
I can't. I wish I could remember.
On the Agoki? You're probably not the Agoki. You're probably talking about the river that flows in the Agoki. Just off the train.
You know what? I'll have to get out and map and look at it. But I just remember I've been around it twice, and it's really treacherous on either side of it. I mean, I was like literally in fear of walking around those falls. It was so
yeah, no, I know the falls you're talking about.
Yeah, there's actually an aluminum canoe at the bottom that's all wrapped up. And
yeah, someone help us out here. It's the river to the southwest in the park.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
By along the Allen River.
That sounds right. Yes. I went that route. Anyway, it was amazing. I could have stared at it for days because it was just so much energy going through that water. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's
incredible. The Wabakini is an amazing place. Man, there's so many great places. You talk about waterfalls and Kemper 69. I think that's fantastic that you spend your most of your life going and finding these places. Right? I mean, some people might do it's best, but I think you're just full of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something to do. Yeah. Well, think about it. So of all the waterfalls you've been to, what would be the best?
So
me?
Watching.
Oh no!
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? Is it my turn yet? No.
Oh, we're gonna cut you loose, Gary.
Yeah, sorry. We
It's pre-Friday.
I'm going to be quiet now.
Impossible.
Oh, that's fair.
Sty, over to you.
Okay, so I'm up, eh? Okay. Yes, the UP has a lot of beautiful waterfalls in it. There's no doubt. I mean, you could spend a whole summer just searching out the falls in the UP. But my favorite falls is in northwestern Montana in the Cabinet Wilderness. It doesn't have a technical name for it. We just call it the Ross Creek Falls. It's 26 step falls, the shortest of which is about a 10-foot fall, and the tallest of which it's 41 feet. But there's 26 of them right in a row, right up the mountainside to Rock Lake. And we would hike in there or pack in. I had pack animals. We'd pack in to Rock Lake to fish for some of the most beautiful native cutthroat trout you ever saw. But I'll never forget the very first time I saw those falls. You come around a bend on that trail, and it's heavily forested. And you come around, and you can hear the falls, and you get there, and here's this beautiful waterfall that's about 30 feet tall, but it's not very wide. It might be about maybe 6-8 feet wide, and it's almost like a veil fall. And then you look up that mountainside, and then it's fall after fall after fall after fall. And all the way up that mountainside, the switchbacks that you have to use, the trail switchbacks, it's not a road or anything, it's just trail. But the ends of each switchback ended at a pool at the base of a waterfall, 26 times up the side of that mountain. So, yet you'd be going along one of those switchbacks and you'd be coming back and you can just barely see the edge of the falls on the mountainside until you get to the corner of the switchback and you're right at the pool at the base and you're looking up at another waterfall every single switchback 26 times to the top. To me, that was the most enjoyable because it's so rarely visited that I think I packed in there about 15, 20 times while I lived out there, and I only saw people up there 3 times.
Wow.
So remote, beautiful, undisturbed. Yeah, that would be my favorite. Rock Creek Falls.
Cool.
Very cool.
Wow.
Now we got to hear.
Gotta hear Gary's.
Yeah.
Jorge, guys, you guys got to go home with mom and dad. So I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye, Oliver.
Merry Christmas, Oliver.
Hi, Oliver Jameson.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
There you go.
Bye.
Spoiler: Oliver Jameson.
Gonna be the best Christmas, man, I'm telling you.
Oliver who? What?
Who? What?
Jameson. Oliver Jameson. Okay, Gary, let's hear it.
That's a good name.
You want another song?
Actually, there's lots of waterfalls. Like in Ontario, there's over 600 waterfalls, and I've been to I think 575 of them, so I've still got a few more to go. There's a lot of nice ones. Like people mentioned Kekabeko Falls and Terrace Falls, which is not far from me, and those are nice. And in Hamilton, there's Albion Falls and Sherman Falls that are all nice to go to. But I think the ones that I enjoy the most are the ones that I've had to paddle to. I wanted to get to Gravel Falls, which is on the Oxtongue River. It's only about I don't know, maybe 4 kilometers upstream from Ragged Falls, but so that's about an hour paddle for me. So that was nice to get to. That falls is awesome. And the other one that I've seen lots of pictures of that I wanted to get to was Paradise Lagoon up in Temagami, just north of Sudbury.
But Gary, you know what you have to do when you get there.
What's that?
This is actually a serious thing. When you get
go for skinny dip,
you have to skinny dip. It's a tradition.
Well, let's see. I was there at about 1 in the afternoon, and there were 10 other people there, so I didn't want to show them up at all. So I decided not to.
Okay.
But I was like, my plan was on the time I was going up there was to paddle up to the falls and stay there camp there for a few days. But when I got to the access point, there were about 40 cars there, so I can't even park here. And there's no way I'll get a campsite. So I ended up driving up that road there, going about 10 kilometers an hour before I could get up there. But it was well worth it. But I think the best one, nicest one that I've been to is not the biggest falls or the prettiest falls, but somebody had mentioned in the chat about the falls that between North T Lake and Manitou. And I was up there in the fall with one of your old students, Kevin, Carissa. We had a 3-day trip going up there.
That's cool.
And she'd asked me, well, she usually goes away on a trip in the springtime with the school, and of course that was canceled this year. So she was itching to go on a trip, and her husband kept saying, "Call Gary, call Gary. You know he goes out all the time. Give him a call." So eventually she did, and I said, "Well, you know where I want to go to? There's a waterfalls up by Manitou Lake, and I want to get there." So that's where we ended up going, and it was a very nice trip. And what we did, she wanted to be on one campsite, and then 3 days go out and explore. So we went out to explore the falls at Manitou, and there's actually there were 2 drops there. So it was, and we sat there, we had lunch there, and that one I enjoyed the best because it wasn't easy to get to, and we had to paddle into it, and it made it a lot more enjoyable.
Thanks. That's really nice. Yeah, that's a nice spot too. And someone mentioned about the Nipissing River, the falls. Oh man, that's an amazing place.
The high fall. Yeah, I think that'll be for me probably a 5-day trip because I won't paddle as long as other people do. that's on my bucket list to get there. And on the Waterfalls of Ontario on the website page, there has been posting all kinds of pictures of Cabin Falls and Bridalveil Falls and Fat Man Falls up around his cabin. So they're on my radar as well to get to.
Well, you would get there quicker if you use a double blade, but
no, I don't think so. I think it's a single blade's the best one to go.
How did you take on this passion, Gary, for photographing waterfalls?
I don't know. I've been doing that for probably about 20 years now, and I'm not sure how it started. I think there were times when I was at home and I was feeling bored or feeling, I don't know, upset, lonely, or whatever, and I'd go to waterfalls and just sit there and just hear the sound of the water coming down on me, and that would relax me and soothe me, and then I'd be good to go.
Cool.
You know,
but now it's a passion.
Explanation for that. Apparently, on especially larger waterfalls, when the water goes over, breaks itself up and stuff, it emits what are called negative ions. And apparently, those negative ions, they're worded wrongly, but they're negatively charged, and that you come into contact with those, and it actually has it induces endorphins in your body, and it actually has a calming effect in you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I think why we're also fascinated with waterfalls.
Yeah.
You know, because there's actually science behind it. It's pretty neat.
I also find that listening to them, I need to pee afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. There's a trip I was on last year, and
you don't pee into the falls.
No.
That makes your own falls, right? There's a trip I was on last year along the Petawawa River, and I didn't want to do that 2-kilometer portage there. That you go up to Brent through Cedar, and then you got a portage of 800 meters into the river, and then you got another 300-meter portage, and then you have a 2-kilometer portage. Well, there's 3 waterfalls there that I wanted to get to, and I didn't want to do the 2-kilometer portage. I'll walk it, but I didn't want to carry the canoe. So I actually camped at the second portage. And most folks don't like a campsite at a portage, but for me, it was perfect because every evening I could sit down, have my supper, walk down to the falls, and just sit there with a drink in my hand and enjoy it. Jerry, it's something that you could do for me, though. Can you write a song about waterfalls?
You know, it's interesting you asked me that. I've actually been kind of toying with the idea in my brain, so I think there's.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's an important part of a trip. You know, in fact, I would think, I like Marty's answer so much about the next waterfall is the favorite one. I think there's a lot of truth to that. And sometimes even more so is that the one you didn't expect to find. That's really a cool thing to see. It's like, whoa, look at this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, actually, in September, I was going through all of your old books, Kevin, and the second one that you had written, there's a route in there going through Little Grand Lake into the Black River down to Horse Lake and going through that way. And you list one of the portages. There's a small waterfalls there. Well, so I was expecting just to have a small little falls there, but when I got there, it was a pretty nice falls
on the Black River.
And on the Black River, yeah. Well, there's all kinds of falls on the Black River. There's tons of them. Yeah, but
that one going coming out of Queen Elizabeth area.
Oh no, they're not like on that one. There's Victoria Falls is on the Black River in QE. Yeah. But north of there, by the Frost Center, as you go through. Little Grand Lake.
It's
there's small falls there. It's nice falls.
There's some good brook trout in there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you got the falls there. Then you got a portage, and there's a small slide falls in behind all the trees there as well. So the second falls on that portage. Unless you go off track, you wouldn't even know it.
Nobody paddles that route at all.
Well, I did.
Okay, well then you're more of a man than I thought. Then Gary.
Well, thank you, thank you, Kevin.
I should have married you when I had the chance.
Maybe you would have learned something, huh, Kevin?
Well, you know what, guys? ending on a good note because waterfalls are nice and soothing, and it's something better to think about than what's going on these days.
Yeah.
Everybody should get out there if you haven't and find your own waterfalls and have an experience with it. Right?
Yes.
How's that sound? Anyways, we're gonna pack it in for the night. I couldn't have asked for a better 50th episode and a better Christmas episode. We've had some really interesting people on, shared some great stories, had a good time. Tipped a few. If anybody out there has one in close by, I'd like to propose a toast to everybody. Let's get Jerry there, get something in hand. There we go. Even Sty's got the mini going.
Hey, is Jerry going to sing us out?
Oh. He could do that. If he'd like. Anyways, I'd like to propose a toast to everybody. I'd like to thank all of my panelists tonight. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat, everybody that's showing any support for the channel, just by being here, watching the shows, subscribing, channel members, things of that sort. My moderators, you guys are truly the best, and the reason why I really do these live streams and try and keep this community together, as people would say. It's my pleasure to do so. Hopefully, I can continue to do it for quite a long time. You guys are the best, and like I say, my heart goes out to you. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas. Thank Dennis for the last 50 shows, and here's to 50 more.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary. You guys, when we close up, please stick around for the green room conversation. If anybody else that was in the chat tonight wants to join us in the green room after, just use that same link that I provided to you. We'll keep it to people who have already been on the screen tonight, and yeah, that's great. Jerry, we had a request that you close us out tonight with a song.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Closing it out. That's a tough. Before I try what I was thinking of trying, are there any particular requests before I go?
No, go for it.
Okay, so this is a little weird. This is a little teaser. I mentioned earlier about Caitlin and I doing this kids program, and we've had so much fun with it. And one of the song that we just finished up is called Outdoor Mom. And what we did is that technically we're not singing the song. The song is designed for kids to sing about how cool their mom is for being such an avid outdoors woman. And so when we were putting it all together, we decided that we were going to solicit some kids around here. One of them, by the way, Kevin, was the girl who sang Canoeing with Daddy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but when this crazy pandemic and my fellow countrymen decided to misbehave and make this a big issue about nothing instead of behaving themselves and getting rid of the pandemic. So it's so bad now here, we can't gather with the kids to record. So Caitlin, amazingly enough, she actually in many of her past careers has done voiceovers on infomercials for children where she actually sounds like a 10-year-old singing. So it's quite amazing. So anyway, so we put the tracks down to the song, and then we needed kids to sing. So she and I one night teamed up and cut like 8 vocals of us singing, trying to sound like kids.
Wow.
And believe it or not, it came out pretty good. And so then what we're doing on this project now, and I'm going to try to show this to you on my phone, I hope it comes out, is that so we actually went in at a stage here in Nashville and there was just the 2 of us and 2 camera people, and we did our parts, and then we sent these tracks out, kind of like a band does a music video, to all these different families all over the country for the kids to sing along to, and we're going to integrate those kids singing along with us playing along in an edited video situation. I don't know if that makes any sense at all or not.
Sounds great.
So I'll tell you what I thought I'd do just for fun. I'll play you a verse and a chorus of the song, and then in the last week I've been getting some videos sent to me now. These families are now coming through and they're doing it, and I've got a couple of them that are just adorable. It's just so much fun to watch them. So if you'll allow me to do that, that's what we'll do. Is that okay with you guys?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
This has been a great night, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having us on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the best part of this whole thing, too. I've made so many neat friends here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And Dennis, I know that you're lighting up our lives. Yeah.
I'll do a version of chorus that starts off. Now remember, when we eventually, hopefully, we'll hear the final product. It's going to be all kids singing. We're just playing guitar and fiddle, but what you are going to hear is our voices trying to sound like kids. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do this. So but it starts off slow and then picks up. Some moms make a mean macaroni and cheese, and some are beauty queens on the throne. Now each mom has her own special qualities. Oh, but my mom's in a league all her own. She can hike, she can bike, backpack and paddle, start a fire in the rain without getting rattled. She can do anything under the sun, and I'm the lucky kid with an outdoor mom. Okay, so you got that. I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is, but I'll dedicate this song to you.
Me? It's Colleen.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right, this is for you. Okay, so now here is, let's see if I can come up with this. So this is, by the way, Kevin, this is Ava and her sister. And this is the exact same intro. So if we can, I'll try to see if I can do this. Turn up your volume here and see if I can make this work here. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. No, technical problems. Okay, I got to disconnect a setting.
Good one, Dennis. Good one.
That was good, Dennis.
Okay, let's see if that.
Never had to use that before.
No, that was good.
That's a good one. You almost wish for technical difficulties now.
Well, this is. Can you
Are
see
we
it?
watching or listening? Perfect, Ava and Lila.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be talking?
Yeah. Can you not hear it?
No.
No.
Can't hear it.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I didn't set myself. Hang on. Be patient with me. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to do it. Let's see. That helps a lot, Kevin. Okay. Come on. I'm almost there. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. Is that not?
You know, Jerry, it's going to be Christmas soon. Eh?
Can you get it now?
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
That's
cute.
Okay, big like you.
Anyway,
That's awesome.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
So what we're going to have, hopefully, we've got about, I don't know, 20 families have volunteered to participate in this thing. And we've got about 3 of them back so far. So and they all are doing it in all these different settings all around the country. So, so it's going to be pretty fun.
That's really cool.
It's very great.
Alrighty.
I said it's really great. Love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
An outdoor mom.
Outdoor mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing another one called Let's Go Outside as well, where Caitlin and I are singing, and they do an audience response thing. So actually the whole presentation we're doing is, let me see, 6 songs, but mostly it's kids singing. We're not going to be doing much at all. When we're doing Canoeing with Daddy, by the way.
Yeah. So a quick story about that. Just a few days ago, I was out for a walk in the woods with my daughter. Again, she's 16 now, right? So and she goes, "Dad, it finally happened." I went, "Oh, what happened?" And I'm waiting for all this terrible news.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't want that.
There was an issue at the school. I'm surprised they didn't phone you. I was like, "What?" Yeah, I went in to talk to the counselor about something, and ended up he was a big fan of your books and got your books out and was really excited. And she goes, "Dad, it was so embarrassing." I went, "Oh, come on, like whatever." Like I even know the guy; he's a good guy. And no, then the principal and the vice principal came in, playing on iTunes, Canoeing with Daddy.
No kidding.
And
Oh, wow.
they thought it was great. The principal, vice principal, counselor of the high school is in there with my daughter, sharing this moment, and she's like, that's wrong, right?" And her friends were walking down the hall, and they heard it. They found it on iTunes. And imagine her, she's in grade 11, and they were playing that song in the hallway in the high school. And I was like, "How did you play that?" And she said, "You will love this part." She goes, "The only way I got out of it, how I shut them up was, yeah, I'm getting royalties every time that's played, and I just made money. So the hell with you."
Yeah.
And she probably made about half a cent on that, right?
Don't ever tell her that, Jerry.
It's funny how kids that age, they don't want to have stuff drawn to their attention, but I hope she'll look back on that and think, wow, that was really cool.
No, I know. Yeah. It's like when we're looking at albums, and I found Loverboy, right? And the leather pants with the thing. And I go, "Yeah, this one." She goes, "Why, Dad?" I went, she goes, "Sing one song." I went, "Down on my knees, begging you, please. You got to do it my way." She goes, "Yeah, we're not getting that album. That's just."
Not if you sing it that way.
That's great. That's great. Well, guys, it's time for me to shut down here. Down in the warm, 60 degrees Fahrenheit here tomorrow. So,
the hot one.
So everybody, you guys stick around in the green room here. I'm just going to close up the show for tonight and let everybody get to bed. We're dropping in numbers, so we'll let it go at that.
Jerry.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Good night, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Merry Christmas, Jerry.
Bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you. Thanks.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Anyways, guys, so from my family, yours, we wish you a safe, happy, and healthy holiday season and a blessed year. Please stay safe. We'll see you January the 4th when we're going to be having Hap Wilson on as a guest. So put that on your calendar. It's going to be an interesting show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook at CANOEHOUND'S Outdoor Adventure Show. And I'll keep the postings coming up there so you know what's going to be happening with the show. Kevin, Camper69, KeelQuest, Sty, Daniel, Jerry, everybody else that come on panel tonight, thanks once again. Please stay safe and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.